Hello, everybody, and welcome. Damn, hold on, let me see something. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Flip Thought Show. It's your host with the most, King Truth, Hosenberg, Benny Bo, the one with the word, the one with the flow, and we coming at you live, man. Um, yeah, man, we coming at you live, man, at 5:54, man, and yeah, we got one for you today. We got a special guest. We doing the Backstreets with Co interview. Uh, yeah, man, she about they about to pull up right now. Backstreets with Co about to pull up. We gonna get to this interview, and then we got a whole bunch of different content today too. After all that, doing some videos later today, man. We got the Slim Thug robbery. We got the Lil Zay Osama. Uh, we got the Sada Baby. We got the Brick Baby and Loose denied bail. We got a lot coming, man. A lot coming. But as far as it goes right now, we gonna get into this interview, man. When they pull up right now, we gonna get into this interview, man. Um, yeah. Oh, and we got Young Buck getting locked up as well. So we got a good amount of stuff in store today, man. We got a good enough stuff in store today. Ah, yeah, we got some good stuff in store today. Like I said, so we gonna get right into it, man. Right into it. Mm. But how's everybody else's day going, man? How's y'all Thursday going, man? End of the week, wrapping it up. Uh, my birthday around the corner, man. Next week, boy, turning 28, man. Yeah, it's a trip, man. Let's see. We gonna spark up this little spark up this little joint right here, church. Oh shit. Oh, fucking cherry fell out. Oh, man. That motherfucker almost burned a hole in my pants, man. Shit. Jeez. That was crazy. Yeah. Not like that. Hit the pad real quick, man. Well, shit, man. How's everybody feeling? Let me know in the comment section what y'all want to see next, other than the videos that are dropping today. Hit that like, comment, share, subscribe, and make sure you hit that notification bell so I know y'all there. So I could throw it to you when it's in the air, man. But we just waiting on our guest to pop up. We go see what's up right now, man. We gonna see what's up right now. That motherfucker almost burned a hole through my motherfucking pants, man. Yeah. Shit, for right now, we could preview this little song I just did, man. Shit. Oh, here we go.
What's the word, my boy?
What's going on?
Can you see me or no?
Shit. Shit, just
Say
go ahead
start.
and introduce yourself, tell us about you know what you do, and
Hold
we'll
on, let
just go
me
from there.
put the camera on. Hold on. What's the word, bro?
What's the
What's the
word,
word?
bro?
Look at you all fancy and shit. Got the background flipped out, show in the building, man. I
Yeah,
appreciate
man. Hey, that's what I'm saying. What I was telling you last time when we did the interview is to utilize StreamYard, bro, because they let you to put whatever you want in the background. They give you your whole little
it.
setup. You see, I got my LLC right here at the bottom showing my business, scrolling. So, you know, they give you a whole little, a lot of, a lot of different things to utilize to put your stuff out there. You know what I'm saying?
For shit. So is it free to use? Like to have
Yeah.
like okay.
Yeah. What it is like the only thing is like, say if you want to use like if you want more memory to download your videos, and the other thing they do is cool is when you download your videos, you re-upload them or whatever, right? They put the transcript, so every word that you say, it comes up as letters on the screen. AI does it,
Dope. Okay.
but
Okay.
that's $8 a month though. So nothing costly like that. But everything else is just all the simple shit that's just basic stuff on there already. Yeah, that's all free.
Okay. Are you what you say I need to do? Introduce myself to the streets? I mean to the flip
Yeah.
out shit?
Introduce yourself to the Flip Thought Show, man. Let them know who you are. You know, let them know what you do, where they can find you at, stuff like that.
Man, it's your girl Coco out of H Town, outside Backstreets with Co. I interview a lot of independent artists out here in the city and really all across the globe, man. I've been doing this shit for 6 years now. So yeah, man, if you ever in Houston and you need them interviews, blogs, just tap in with your girl Backstreets with Co. And y'all go hit that link in the bio, please.
Yeah, no, for sure. Definitely hit that link in the bio and check out their content, man. They got a whole bunch of stuff on there. Um, so shit. Other than that, tell me shit. What you been up to? Yeah. How many interviews have you done lately? Like, what's the best interview that you've done lately? You feel like most interesting one or whatever. Or, you know, like where's your head been at lately with it with everything?
That's a great question. I would say either to my homeboy All Star Chuck.
Okay.
He's
Shout out All Star Chuck. Yeah.
he's a music manager A&R out here in Houston, and he just been dropping a lot of knowledge. And I was surprised that it's been getting the views that it's getting. He's not a rapper, but he had a lot of information. So All
Yeah.
Star
Yeah.
Chuck.
Yeah.
So that
For
man,
sure.
that's dope, man. And last week I took a little hiatus, man. I had to give myself a break. Life be happening, but I done dropped about 3, 4 interviews. So if y'all ever on my channel, please go tap in, go look at Flip interview too, man. Me and him got one too.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, we got one in. That was a cool one. Though. It was definitely a dope one. But yeah. Go check her stuff out for sure. She got a whole bunch, man. A whole bunch of different people on there. A lot of Houston artists. A lot of different people. She worked with Cali people. You know, she worked with everybody all over every state,
I
every
love
state, man.
Cali. I love Cali. You where you from again, Flip? What
I'm
part?
from I'm from Dago. I'm from
There you
San
go,
Diego.
San
Yeah.
Diego. There we go. Right there by the border.
Yep, right there by the border, about 35 minutes away from the border. Yep.
Man, okay. See, I'm learning. I'm learning.
Yeah, so shit. Let's see what else been doing with B shit. Other than with B shit, I done dropped that those two projects I told you I was gonna drop. That in Flip We Trust. That's on all streaming platforms right now. And then we got the Flip the Script. That's on all streaming platforms right now as well. So
Man, so you
but
you
other than
finna
that shit, I just been, just pushing this content out. It's been a whole lot of crazy shit going on in these YouTube streets, man. This metaverse, man, this
talk
Rico
about
and all this other
it,
shit,
man.
man. Yeah,
It's been crazy. It's
hell
been
yeah.
crazy. Man, do you think the streamers, let me ask you this since you interviewing me, but I want to ask you this. Do you think the streamers are going to take over like the YouTube wave? Like, you think the YouTubers are kind of going to be forgotten about? Not to say that YouTube won't matter, but like streaming is just like the way now. It's like niggas doing that shit 10 hours straight, bro, and blowing up like I'm late. But you think the
What's
streamers?
funny? What's funny about that is there's this person called Game of Life X Pod, and they be working with the Bay Area Compass and those type of people. Is Game of Life crazy? He got a lot of stuff on Instagram, and what he was doing like for years was he was doing like the backyard interviews with certain members and stuff like that. And then he was going to the little like boulevards with the where the hoe was going around and interviewing hoes and stuff like that before everybody else was doing it. So he said, like, I feel like it's just stages, you know what I'm saying? Because people was doing YouTube for years, but
Right.
right now it's really getting noticed right now for all these people that haven't really been doing it for years. They're getting out there for the streaming world, but there's also another streaming world too. There's the Twitch world with the streaming,
Right.
there's the gamer streamers, so there's a whole lot in this metaverse for sure. But I would say definitely we do have our foot on their neck right now. The YouTube streamers are definitely putting in their work right now, pushing out content daily or weekly, whatever it may be. So yeah, definitely they got it on lock right now. But I would say like the other thing that only thing I could say that like for a word of advice for anybody just starting off is like just be careful what you say on here, you feel me? Because you already can see when you read the indictment of the Rico, they was sitting there watching podcasts trying to get information about the case. So you never
Man,
know when
yeah,
people are
yeah.
listening, you don't ever want to incriminate yourself, you know what I mean?
Yeah, you seen the boy Adam 22, man. He got caught up in some crazy stuff. It's just, I don't know, bro. It'd be crazy. You gotta be careful
Yeah.
on these podcasts and these because everybody like to blame like Vlad TV and like the white podcasters, but it's like,
Yeah.
bro, if y'all don't go in there and tell them you shot your mama or your friend, they wouldn't know this information. That's just my thoughts on it, but I don't
Nah,
know.
that's real. That's real. That's real. Like what it is too is like, okay, like, you can't blame just Adam though, because you are responsible for your actions when you go up there. So say you didn't have to say nothing. You feel me? Say he asked you something. There's plenty of people, if you go back on the interviews like X4 and other people like this, certain other people that are kind of more on that orthodox code of conduct where they don't like to say nothing. You feel me? They'll just, change the subject. They just won't even answer the question that he asked them. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of people, they try to do it for like a clout game and a viral game. They say certain things that they know it's gonna get clipped, and they're gonna go viral just off of saying something, but they don't understand that they're making it worse for themselves. They might have that little 15 minutes of fame, but then
Right.
at the end of the door, I meant to say at the end of the day, that 15 minutes of fame doesn't mean nothing if the Fed's knocking at your door asking you, hey, do you know anything about this case? You know what I'm saying? So like, is it really worth it to incriminate yourself for just a moment of fame?
Not really, if you ask me. But like I
Yeah,
said, I'm from that old law where you need to shut up if ain't nobody asking you nothing and you don't
yeah,
know that you ain't see nothing. But it's different now, I guess. Like you say, everybody
hell
want
yeah.
clout and to be popular and shit. But you know how that shit go.
Yeah, nah, for sure. Like I don't know. I feel like everybody just needs to realize like shit, not everything needs to be said on the camera. Like even if Adam does want to know this information, maybe tell him off camera and make sure like, hey, this doesn't, you tell him, look, like don't put this in the clip. But nobody ever really gets on him or tells him anything. You feel me? They
Mhm.
just let him run with whatever. So I feel like he does need to be held more accountable for the things that he does, but other people need to be more careful about what they say when they go on that platform, or just don't go on that platform at all. Because at the end of the day, like that
Yeah.
platform is not making any careers. All it's doing is getting people to
Talk
speculate
your
on you and
shit.
judge you.
Man, I'm glad you said that, bro. Because back
Yeah,
then, if you go on a podcast or say like you go on one of them shows, it's about your music, your life. Don't get me wrong, you can get
yeah.
drama, but most time you gonna blow up. You do these podcasts, and nowadays everybody waiting on the next juicy story. Nobody really cares. Like I don't know, it's for the
That's what's
moment.
so crazy because I was talking to the homie the other day that do YouTube. I don't know if you know Rich the Trapper, but we was talking the other day and he was saying like it's so crazy that what goes viral is the most negative things. When people die,
Come
hella
on,
views, million views off of somebody getting killed or a footage of a shooting, like the Mo3 little car thing with the flipping and the
yeah,
car flipping and all that. Millions of views for that. But that's some like shit that like that's disgusting to sit there and watch like that, bro. Like I, I have to limit on what I let come to my table and what I speak on and
Mhm.
react to, bro. Because at
Mhm.
the end of the day, like so certain things it just don't sit right with me. Me even speaking on it, especially if it's still an open wound. It's just a couple days old. Like even I even felt low key bad even when I reacted to the young Scooter shit. Even though
Mhm.
I like Scooter was one of my favorite rappers and shit, and I had a lot of homies in the A that fucked with him and said he was a real genuine genuine person. You feel me? So I feel like I had to react to it, and a lot of people were telling me
Gotta
like,
put
hey,
a young
react to it,
Scooter.
react to it. You feel me?
Yeah.
But it just felt like it was too soon. You know what I'm saying? I reacted to it like the night afterwards and shit. And when you really listen to that phone call and what that girl did, bro, that's just disgusting. Like, even if she did get them hands put on her, that's not right. But that doesn't give you the right to sit there and say that there was a child there and this girl is bleeding profusely out of her head and all this shit. Like, all that shit was fabricated, bro. And yeah,
She,
you literally got somebody's life taken. And I'm not saying that the police took his life because we already know, he hopped over that fence and he had that leg injury and he bled out. But still,
do you think that's true that he bled out, or do you think it's foul play?
I'm gonna say this: like the APD, the Atlanta Police Department, they're real crooked people, man. I know a lot of people that went down to Crook County Jail and stuff out there, and they said it's real bad out there for sure. So
Yeah.
I, I wouldn't put it past them if they didn't do maybe some foul play. I just don't know. I can't sit there and speak on it. That's why I feel like they do have the GBI right now, doing a full investigation to see if there is anything that was foul play done. So I'm sure
Damn.
they'll get to the bottom of it, but you never know. You know what I'm saying? You
Yeah.
never know. Especially too, it's because it's one of those things, man. It's like a lot of these celebrities, when the celebrities die and shit, they don't really do too much on the case till years later. You know what I'm saying? They really don't do no more research on the case till years later, man. Like
Yep.
now we just figuring out. I don't know if you heard about. We just figuring out, but the PNB Rock situation that
Right.
Big U and Loose Cannon had something to do with that check-in with him
What?
with the Roscoe's and all that. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, so that's what
Oh.
I'm saying. Like, I'm saying allegedly. This is just somebody talking
Right.
about it,
Right.
saying that
Right.
they
Right.
might have been somebody that was talking to somebody that was there that day. You feel me? So, but that's crazy though. And look how many years that's been. Now we're hearing about that there was some foul play with Nip's death, and it might have not been Eric Holder, and Big U's getting tried for all this shit. Like, look how long it took for them to really sit there and do a whole deep cover case, bro. They don't just do that shit like that. It takes time.
Yeah, it does
So
take
that's why,
time to
yeah.
investigate. Yeah, you're right. It do
But
take
I'm
time.
I'm shit. I don't really like even really speaking on like all that, like all those Fed cases and shit, because at the end of the day, it's like free all those men. You know what I'm saying? They proven innocent until guilty at the end of the
Right.
day, bro.
Right. Right.
But I just don't, I don't like all the negativity around it. You know what I'm saying? Especially too, like with that other story of that football player that was only 21 that died in Vegas and all that. So it's just a lot. I don't know if you know about that. Ray Sean, yeah, Big U's
Yeah.
son's
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
friend.
Right,
Yeah,
Sean. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. They said Big U had something to do with that, man. I
do
don't
with
know.
that too. But see, the thing is about that is even Whack 100, like we talked about him last time. He swears that there's no way that he could have done it though, because there's no actual like evidence of the DNA in the fingernails. They kept saying 600 kept saying there was DNA in the fingernails, but I guess that was a fabricated story. And then Whack 100 went on to say that a family reached out to him saying, "Oh, can you help us out? My brother died," but they told him the wrong year. So they were just trying to scam him for some money, basically trying to, get some money off of the situation, off of the person dying. So, it's just crazy. It's a lot of crazy shit going on. And I feel like everybody's doing anything to go viral right now. Like that clout is a big drug right now, and everybody's big addicted, and they're just trying to get their next fix. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, like, what's gonna happen when shit? I'm not even getting paid from YouTube yet. I'm not getting monetized yet. But you see how people just go at each other on some real like nasty shit over these views to get paid, bro. Off of this monetization. They'll go as far as to put pictures of people's kids online. You see the shit Whack 100 and these other people do on Clubhouse and shit. It's just that I feel like that shit's just like a low ball thing to do. Like I would never stoop that low. That shit's just weird. You know what I'm saying? And what I'm saying is like I'm doing it for the fun of it. I'm not even gonna lie. Like I told you, I haven't been doing it for not even a year yet. I'm trying to get up there. I can't wait until I get monetized. I only got like maybe about 500-600 hours more watch time, and then I could be able to get monetized and be part of the the little partner program that YouTube does for after they start. So shit, I'm gonna be happy, And at that point, I feel like I'm gonna kind of limit on some of the content that I do that's so negative. You feel me? Because I feel like now I'm gonna be more watched. I might watch myself when I'm smoking because I be watching people's movement who are getting monetized now, and they move a certain way. You know what I'm saying? Like with the certain videos they do it at certain times. They do scheduled videos. They don't really smoke on the camera like that. If they do, they put it like on the side. They don't let you don't let them see you hold anything like that or anything like that. So you know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to get my craft right and just learn the most I can so I could be at the best.
Too. I think what I think that what I messed up at did with the monetization. I interviewed too many artists that really didn't have a buzz. And as far as with my titles, it was one point where I was just interviewing damn near anybody that just was rapping when I had to take a step back. Like, okay, you don't need to interview everybody. It's not helping your page. It's not helping your channel. It's definitely not helping your numbers. You're still not monetized. Yeah. So I had to look myself in the mirror like, nah, Backstreets, you need to figure out a different niche. You've been doing this shit way too long not to be getting paid off something. So, I mean, it's trial and error with this shit.
I found a new hack to these views on YouTube. I'm gonna give you the game for it. It's a gem. Go to your shorts, right? Then go to right there where you make a short off of your phone with the video, right? Then put create. Put in anything that you think of. The AI is gonna create the video for you. It's gonna come out as a cartoon like clay or animation type of like an anime. It might be like an anime print or maybe like clay water print. You could choose the different edits, but you could put any name in there. Like I put Tyler Perry on there, put Michael Jackson, I put Nipsey Hussle, and I've been getting views off a couple, like maybe like an hour, like 600-700 views just off of them looking at that.
You got to show me how to do that once we get
I'm gonna send you a screenshot of it.
Yeah. Okay, bro. I appreciate that. Like I say, because the work ethic there, the numbers there, the quality, it could be better. But like I say, I learned that, bro. I done spent so much money in this shit. And like a lot of artists, they don't like to pay for stuff, and it's like time and money. So it's like, okay, yeah, I can get the 5-6 cameras and the microphones and this and that, and then I'm hustling backwards instead of like we doing streaming or the way I'm doing it and still running the numbers up too. So like I say, it's trial and error too, bro. But I definitely appreciate that.
No, for sure. I feel like it's just a process. You feel me? And you just gotta wait and just be patient and shit like that. Because like I told you when we had the interview, at one point I was going crazy, like, how the hell I got so many views on this video, but this one don't even have no views on it? Like the algorithm is so weird. It will make you go insane off of just checking your YouTube studio every couple of hours. Like you can't.
Hours, bro.
You can't do that though, man. You can't do that. That shit will make you go insane, bro. Like real shit. So for sure. I definitely appreciate you locking in with me though, for sure. And that's why I said like that 26 that I sent you for the interview, I respect that. Because that just means that you have enough respect for your craft and your grind that you need something for your time. At the end of the day, I don't like to charge people yet because I'm not monetized yet. I don't feel like I'm at that statue yet. I feel like you are though. You have a big catalog.
When you get in them streets, bro, you start interviewing everybody, you're gonna feel like, man, these motherfuckers like wasting my time. You know what I'm saying? But it just the game though, when you the independent scene is so different from the mainstream, bro. Mainstream is like everybody set up together, but when you independent grinder, you gotta do everything yourself, or you gotta
Yeah.
pay somebody to do that shit. Either one, either
Yeah,
one.
no, for sure. That's why I'm happy that I lucked out with like somebody like you. I lucked out with Spider Loc, Munchie B. You know, these people are big in the podcasting world, and they, you know, they only charge me a couple dollars, like maybe 120, and they did 3 shows with me. You know what I'm saying? So that was just
You
love
know what I'm
right there. You
saying?
know,
That's love, bro.
that was just love right there. You feel me? So definitely shout out to Spider Loc, shout out to Munchie B, shout out to Trey Boogie, shout out to Shout Body, shout out to Bloodstone, the street preacher. You know, all these people are in this podcasting world right now. Shout out to Uncle Beats over there in Chicago with the Hood Hierarchy podcast. It's not a podcast, it's a mobcast. So yeah, you know, there's a lot of people out here in this world that definitely showed me love in this world right here. But yeah, man, shit, like I feel like that's what we need to be on, bro. Like all these people need to come together. All the content creators that are, you know, on the same type of tip, doing the same type of content, we need to just all come together and no hate, because I feel like it's gonna help. It's gonna help us grow more, and it's gonna show to the people to the next wave, you know, how to do this shit the right way. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, for shit show, bro. You spitting them facts on me. For real, for real.
Hey, shit. That's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like I don't know. I just like podcasts because I like conversation in general. You feel me? I always been the person to sit there with the G homie or sit there with the little homie and just sit there and just chop it up for hours about certain shit. You know what I'm saying? So this is nothing to me. This is just with the camera on. You know, it's nothing different. You know what I'm saying? So you know, it's just genuine. You feel me? It's just genuine. It's just genuine love. I feel like, you know, all of us come together, we're gonna be definitely straight. We're gonna be definitely straight. And a message to everybody else for in the content world, like we don't always have to just you know, speak on negative shit though. Sometimes we can switch it up, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes we can switch it up, and we don't always have to do it just about, you know, gang shit in the streets. Like shit, the other day I got some good views off of doing a little Terrence Howard and a little Diddy video. I did the little Russell Brand. Like people are still into that type of shit. They want to know about this Hollywood, this evil Hollywood world, you know, Hollyweird and all this other different shit. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that's the way to get more of another audience that you don't already have, is if you kind of dip to the next little wave. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you react on some shit like a documentary or something. You feel me? Make sure that you cut it and shit, and you speak over it so you don't get copyrighted. But you know what I'm saying? But just always keep your brand open though. You know what I'm saying? Like that's why I never really decline any requests that any of my mods or anybody send me on Discord. Like, hey, can you react to this? I'm like, yeah, it's good. Certain times I didn't really want to, but I'm doing this because they wanted to view it. Feel me? I'm doing it for them. So at the end of the day, but don't let them dictate what you put out though. At the end of the day too, you know, always still have a free mind to everything. But I feel like that's the message though. We don't always gotta just speak on the negative shit. We can speak on some positive shit too.
And I think that's another thing that I feel like, okay, if I would have put out way more negativity when I first started, man, it would have been skyrocketed. But I had to learn to separate the person from like the brand, because I'm like, here I am, this positive person, and the world is cruel as is. So why would I want to put more messed up things out in the world or show that on my platform or my brand? So I had to learn, like, yeah, you can slide some little negativity in there every now and then. For the most part, bro, I try to be as positive as I can be, bro. Because like I said, the world is already negative. Like you wake up, you get on your phone, you're going to see some messed up stuff in the world. So, bro, I definitely agree with you on that.
Nah, for sure. Yeah, and that shit, I feel like it's every couple of minutes I'm on YouTube. I'm like, okay, damn, breaking story, but it's something negative. This person got arrested. This person got shot, or this new footage came out of this shooting, out of this murder of this rapper. You know, it's been a couple years now. Now this footage came out. And that's all I see on my algorithm. Literally. I'm just scrolling through it. And I'm like, damn, like this is really all of us. That's all we ever talk about. Or all we want to do is, or all we're doing is talking about somebody that they were cool at one point, but now they're beefing. Now it's the hottest shit. They just want to see those people go at it. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
I don't know, like that shit. It's just it's cool, but it's not my cup of tea all the time. You know what I'm saying? Because like I'm only gonna sit here and react to something and actually watch the whole video and really tune in and give my piece on it if it's something that I really want to sit there and endure and watch. You know what I'm saying? If not, I'm gonna tell them straight up, like, hey y'all, I'm gonna cut this one. We gonna go to another video and shit. And I'll be doing that certain times because it's like Nah. Feel me? This shit is watered down at certain points. You know what I'm saying? That's why I said, like, just let's see what happens. Let's see. I challenge everybody and my YouTube friends, my YouTube content creators, do a whole week of nothing but positive content. No negative. Any murder, any other shit, people locked up, denied bonds, all this other shit. Don't react to that. Do react to something else that's in the news that's positive.
Nah,
Let's
for
see.
real.
Let's see. Shit, I don't know. It might be a key right there. I don't know. Let's see. I'm just gonna change it up a little bit. Fuck
Nah,
it.
for real. You gotta stay true to what you love to do, like you just said.
No, yeah, for sure. But I definitely do want to do more like music interviews and shit like that. So I'm trying to find like other artists and shit. I'm about to just start networking more than I was. But at the end of the day, like certain people, like they'll tap in and they'll be like, oh yeah, I'll show up to the show. But not everybody wants to be on camera. So at the end of the day, I'm not holding that against them. It's
Right.
just, during whatever time that they feel like they're right, they'll tap in, be like, oh yeah, hey, you still got that stream? I'll hop on, whatever.
Just all depends. It just all depends, bro.
For sure.
Definitely agree with you. This all depends on, you know what I'm saying? Like you said, everybody be on that negativity, bro, for the most part. But if you throw a little positivity in there, you're gonna find that right artist, that right niche. Cause like you say, go a week without talking about fed babies and who baby mama slapping who and baby daddy and who gang, like bro, all that, man, bro, they just make the world go around for entertainment because it hits the algorithm and YouTube and Kick
For
and
sure.
the streamers, yeah, they love the negativity, but when it comes to positivity, I definitely agree. We should put more of that stuff in there.
Nah, for sure. Yeah, definitely put more of that stuff in there. Shit. Let's say so. How long? You said how? Like you said, you've been doing this for about 10 years.
6 years.
6 years. Okay.
6 years. Me and my cousin Lady, man, we started we just shit one day sat down at a table. We gonna start a pod. We gonna start a platform and shit. We've been doing this for shit about 6 years now, and I feel like we finally getting our feet with it. So
Yeah.
man, I'm just excited to see what a platform, go. Like I said, I can't wait to come out to Diego and tap in with you and
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, hopefully by then, like I said, I already had that hookah lounge open and stuff, like with the little studio in the back, and we could shoot another little stream over there and shit in person. You know what I'm saying?
for real. I want
Definitely.
to going for real, for real. I said that was one of my goals this year. I love to travel and I to go everywhere, but I said I need to go tap in and start doing more with other people play like yourself, doing not just the artists, but combining myself with other
Yeah,
platforms too and creators too, not just people that rap or sing.
yeah.
I'm
No,
missing,
definitely,
I'm
and that's
missing out on a lot of stuff too, though. So I'm
not
on
for sure.
that's a learning curve,
Yeah,
bro.
no. For sure. Yeah. Not to cut you off, but that's why like my platform's open to anybody. Anybody that's trying to promote a book or has a movie, TV show. Maybe they're a public speaker. I had somebody on here the other day that was talking about mental health and stuff like that. So I do a little bit of everything. I don't try to just strictly do it for artists and
Mhm.
podcasters and stuff like that. I try to be open. Whoever wants to have a voice on here and you let their story be known and stuff like that. Do you feel like it was a difference every year? Every year that you've been doing for the 6 years, was there a difference every year? Do you feel like you learned something each year, or you feel like there was different
Yeah,
L's that you took?
I learn something each year. I learn something each month, every day, bro. Like I say, it's all a learning curve. Trying to see what, like, damn, okay, I've been doing this such and such. What am I not doing? That's
Yeah,
not getting me to that point. Okay, what you don't have? Have you reached out to people? Have you tried other things? So, but I feel like I learn every day when it comes to this YouTube interviewing people, networking. It's like it's all a job on top of your everyday life. So it's all a job. You got to cold call people. You got to follow up. You got to reach out. You got to interview. Hey, you want to tap in? You know what I'm saying? It is a learning curve, and I do learn something every year. Every
yeah.
year I learn. Yeah, I definitely
No,
do.
definitely. I feel like it is a big learning experience every day or every week. Would you say that you kind of tripped out, and like when you look at your audience and your analytics and stuff, and you look at your audience and where the people are listening from, does it kind of be like kind of make you think like, damn, like you got people in Afghanistan, Pakistan, all these other places tapping in? Does that make you feel like, damn, like I feel like I'm really doing something? Because for me, when I look at that, I'm like, damn, like they probably don't even know what I'm talking about, but they still tuning in. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah! What surprises me the most when I sometimes, like I say, because I'm like you, I check now. I be on them studio, YouTube studio, because I drop a lot of shorts just to get them numbers going, and it should be
Yeah.
it's easier to be honest, which is way easier.
So
Minute
you feel like shorts is the way to go?
for my channel, that's what's been really growing it. Like I could drop a short and we'll drop your interview, and it's gonna help the interview I just dropped for the independent artists, and it's also gonna help the shorts channel. Like the stuff with the Breakfast Club just recently with Jesse Harris and all that. That helped me out. Also, with like you just
Yeah, no,
speaking
for
on
sure.
the Big U stuff. I'm just doing a little clip of, oh, Big U done got arrested. Boom. That done help the channel and this guy interview that nobody probably knows. But so that's what I'm learning with the shorts, bro. But like I say, it's all a learning curve. It's all a learning curve.
Would you say that it really doesn't matter what setup you got? You can sit there and just do it off of just the phone, because a lot of people be like, "Oh, you shouldn't sit there and spend all this time and invest all this money in this setup," because a lot of people are getting more numbers just off of sitting there putting their phone on something and doing the video.
That's another battle I have, Flip. That's another battle I have, bro. Cause it's like King. Okay, I can go get all the stuff, and then my number still will be at 20 views, and then I put up my phone. Hey, y'all go tap in, woo woo, 1,000 views. So it's another battle, but I know quality is everything, especially with YouTube. If you go watch the dude, what's his name, Mr. Beast, and people like
Yeah,
that,
yeah.
they started so small. Even the Casanats and that whole little
Aiden Ross, all them, yeah.
yeah, they started so the quality wasn't as good, but as they got bigger, it's like, okay, damn, we need 3 cameras, we need a road mic as you get bigger. But if you like me and you, Flip, bro, we live everyday life. You got kids, you know what I'm saying? You got a wife and shit. So our money ain't gonna spend like that. But like you say, once we get monetized, them views and numbers come up. Yeah, I want another camera. Yeah, I need 2, 3 cameramans. But if we a one man or one woman show, of course it's gonna take a little bit more time. But that don't mean like I would never invest in like a $5,000, $10,000 camera, because I'd be lying. I want me a whole studio. That's to eventually
Yeah.
go get a whole studio.
Yeah,
Get
that at that point,
it
at that
costs
point,
money though. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, at that point, buy a whole studio. But shit, I mean, shit, I feel like I got by with this $35 little webcam, this little Logitech, this little mic for $78 with the little sound card where I could put the little sound effects. Like I could put the little I don't know if you can hear it, but probably not working. But
Yeah.
it says the little what and other little shit. You know what I'm saying? And that shit was just $78 for everything. You feel me? I was like, fuck it, I might as well. You know what I'm saying? Just to see how it goes. And I feel like it does make the production a little bit better. You know what I'm saying? Because I can sit there and pause the video and then put a sound effect. You know, it makes it a little bit better. You know what I'm saying? But I feel you though. I have done more numbers just off of just putting the phone in my car and just sitting there. You know, I'm just talking off the phone.
That shit
So
crazy, bro. But it's what it really whatever works for your audience. But I believe if you do want to grow your channel and your audience, you do need to invest. Whether it's better lighting, better microphones, better cameras, whatever it is. I do believe in investing though. As you get bigger each month, whatever, you know what I'm saying. You gotta invest.
yeah, no, for sure, for sure. Would you say it's better numbers for the Instagram or TikTok for the shorts and stuff like that? 'Cause I know a lot of people that do YouTube, you know, they put some of their content on Instagram, they do little reels.
One while I was going crazy on Instagram, I would say with TikTok and IG, it is better with the shorts, because I guess a lot of people be on YouTube, bro, but a lot of people don't be on YouTube.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. People be on, they want that quick fix so where you can scroll and, oh, monkey jumping. You know what I'm saying? You know
No,
how
for sure.
human beings, we wired really weird.
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, I feel like that's just kind of maybe where you could pick people to kind of tap in with your content, though, is Instagram and TikTok. Because at the end of the day, a lot of people aren't going to sit there and watch a whole 5-10 minute video or a 5 minute short. They only want to see a little 15-second, minute and 30-second clip. And that kind of gets them hooked to go look at your page at the end of the day. Because I feel like a lot of people, it's like, attention span and stuff like that. They don't want to sit there and focus on something for that long unless it's something that's gaining their interest. If it's not, you know, they're gonna turn it right off, because I see a lot of times I'll get views, but they didn't watch the whole video. You know what I'm saying? I know you've probably seen that too, where it's just a click. They watch maybe 10, 15
15
seconds,
seconds of it,
and they
yeah.
back right out. Yeah, and it shows you. So, that's crazy too when you look at that, because it's like it still counts as a view. But I'm saying is that's a way to kind of know your audience. It's like, okay, well, if I do this topic, maybe I should just break it down into 2 videos. I'm gonna do one 14-minute video and one 12-minute video. I'm gonna end it right there. We're going on to the next topic, next video.
Mhm,
Because I feel like
mhm.
I've seen more when I do, like, say I'm talking about the big U shit. If I do like 4 or 5 videos, now I'm doing, maybe it's already hit 48 minutes to an hour. Now my people starting to leave. They're getting bored. They don't want to hear about it that much. They only
Right,
want to hear
right,
maybe
right.
2, 3 videos of it broken down, deep cover, and that's it. Go on to the next subject. Go on to the next video, next
Mhm.
topic.
Yep, yep, yep. Makes sense.
So definitely, I feel like it's just all about knowing your audience, knowing on what time to post, because I swear it's crazy, but that's how the algorithm is. It really is. It's better to really do your stuff early in the morning, or late at night to drop your shit, because it's some time between those times people go to work or whatever, they gonna tap in. By the time you wake up in the morning later on, you're gonna see like, oh shit, there was people really tapping into this shit. But then
Mhm.
again, you could just be live, like, see, like, all my shit right now, like, this is live. But what I used to do was I used to just sit there and do it off Twitch, right? And then on StreamYard, I'd save the video from StreamYard from Twitch and upload it to my YouTube channel. So it'd just be like a pre-recorded video. But it was actually live on Twitch. It just wasn't live on YouTube, because that's when Whack 100 and then was flagging my shit and whatever. You feel me? I had to, yeah, nah, it really goes down like that, because if you don't, like, this is what they say, like, if you don't have the little section, something 10327, little section code where it says this is your the code of conduct, this is your copyright, this is your content or whatever. If you don't got that FCC little label, they could flag you and shit like that. And they got
Mhm.
like maybe 5, 6 of my videos taken down. They hit over 1,000 views for only like a day.
I done had that happen to me, man. I just had one of the video about Ja Rule and 50 Cent. They flagged that one. The dude King Lee and Rainwater, the little white, I guess he black or white. He was saying a nigga word. They
Yeah, Jin
flagged,
Lee, yeah, Jin Lee,
yeah,
yeah.
King Lee. I'm sorry, Jen. They flagged that one, my man. And that's the thing that be so crazy. It's like, it be so
Would
many.
you ever interview Rainwater, or he's not, like, he don't tap in with people like that?
Oh, Rainwater, he be tapping in. Rainwater, he got that Dallas, the media out there on a lot. But Rainwater, Rainwater do a lot of interviews. I just feel like I gotta tap in and get myself right.
Yeah. I would shout out to Boss Talk 101 too, though. I would love to go see what's up with them. They're in
Oh, we on
Houston
Boss
too.
Talk 101.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man. They got that shit going over there, man, for sure.
Who's Shorty McGriff? What up, bro? Shout out to you. This whoever that is tapping
Oh
in.
yeah. This is my guy over here, man. This is my guy. He's in Florida right now, but he's actually from
Shout out
he's
Florida.
from Minnesota.
Shout out Minnesota. Okay. Man, okay. That's how this shit is, man. Global, man. Everybody, bro. It's unity, bro. I love that shit, Flip. Man, that's cold, man.
Yeah, hell yeah, nah, for sure. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, this shit's dope. You know what I'm saying? You don't know how many people might just tap in. Or you be meeting a lot of people on here, real genuine people. You'll sit here and just be chopping it up in the chat box. You know what I'm saying? Having a conversation. You feel me? So it's dope. It's definitely a dope experience for sure. For
Definitely
sure, for sure.
appreciate it, bro. I'm finna get ready. Somebody booked me for another interview
Oh no,
too.
I got you. Okay, yeah. No, for sure. Yeah, we gonna lock in another time though. Shit, I'll probably, I'll hop on again or something. Or you hop on
How
again.
can I get a little piece of this? How would I do it if I wanted?
Shit. It should give you the option to sit there and download it.
Once I leave, or
Yeah, once you leave.
you
If
should.
not, what I could do is I could cut a couple clips right here and I could send them to you on your email. I could what I'll
You
do is
just you don't
I'll
have to be so many, bro. Just we talking. It could be just. Well, I just want to really,
yeah, what I'm gonna do is what I'm gonna do too is I'm gonna show you that it gives you the transcript on there. You're gonna see the words, everything that we say. It's gonna be up on here on the top of the screen. And then when it posts the short on YouTube, when I send it to you, when you publish it, it's gonna have the topic on the top of it. But all right, for sure.
Okay, man. I appreciate you, King, man. You know it's nothing but love, bro. We could definitely do, man. Like I say, random topics, bro. If one
For
night,
sure.
like I said, you caught me on a great day, a great night. Like I said yesterday, I was running around crazy, but I was gonna make it happen.
Yeah.
You know me, but we definitely got to do this shit again. What's up, Robin, baby? I appreciate
Yeah, that's
it.
my mom's right there. Yeah,
Thank
shout
you,
out to
man.
my
Shout
mom,
out, man.
man.
I'm a flip house, man. For real, man. You got a dope son, man. For real. When I
For
come,
sure, yeah, we
we
gonna
gotta
lock
switch
it
it
in
up.
though, yeah, for sure, Coco, yeah. But you have a blessed one of your rest of your night, and then yeah, if you want to fuck around and maybe like every day of the week or some shit, you feel me? One day of the week we lock it in on topics. But all right, we gonna go right into the rest of the content that we doing, man. hmm Let's see what we got. What we got on the table. We gonna do the rest of this.
That nigga just, and then now Brick Baby, like that I couldn't, nigga. Good luck if you trying to go over there, real
Yeah,
shit.
I am
Nigga,
on
it's a
early
curse,
today,
nigga.
bro.
It ain't really
Shit.
a curse, it's
But
just a
yeah, check out
motherfuckers
this
getting he's exploiting
Heather
motherfuckers and don't
Sue and
kill
Adam
them.
22 real quick,
Point
bro.
blank,
I'm gonna be right
motherfucking
back.
period.
I'm about
You
to go
feel me?
roll up and
Um,
come
for
back,
all
man.
that, you might as well come to death
And
row.
then let me know in the comments,
You know
bro,
what I'm
what you
saying?
want to
Guys
see.
are coming. He's
Yeah,
trying to
we
hide
gonna do
some
this
or
open
something,
topics
or
today,
he
bro.
just
I got a
knows he's
couple
going
videos to
down
do
the
later,
drain
bro.
and
We could
he's
do
just
open
gonna stay up
topics right
before
now and
anybody
shit.
That's
else
what
does.
Whatever. Just put it
Before
in the
somebody
comments.
drives past and
Flips
he's
in the
like, "Oh,
chat.
where's the
Flips
no
in the
jump
Yeah,
chat.
I
Flips,
store?"
said he was
flips.
taking
Oh shit!
the Gordy route.
What's that?
Gordy did his when he was crying and stuff, and ran that play like it's real life, but it's a play still.
It's a play.
I definitely
I think some of it.
Shout out Young Barry Gordy, man. Go check out our interview on the channel too. Go on my playlist and go on the end. It's not my most recent. It's like 2 or 3 down from my most recent. Um, I like. I mean, I agree with Heather. Like on that one, like, the nigga trying to get ahead of it and trying to probably hide some shit. Cause think about this, bro. When Brick Baby was there, right, and whoever else was there, or Loose Cannon. I mean, Loose Cannon wasn't really working there, but and Freedom Boys too. I see it a lot of people. It's people building whole channels off that. I can't even be mad though. But saying you want niggas to get stabbed and not like that's y'all niggas is different. But yeah, you never know whose money. Bro, that nigga Bill Clinton nephew is not like a clean cut, good, upstanding guy. Like he's going to take dirty money. He's the type to take dirty money and be like, I don't know where it came from, and put it into his business. I ain't saying he did. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying it's not out of reach. Nigga want to close them books up real quick. Let's close these motherfucking books. Let's close these books because I don't know what money that Brick Baby gave me or this person gave me or Wack gave me to put this and that was, and they might think it's fun, even if he didn't really know or not. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, bro, it's deeper than just we're going broke and let's do the memberships. You know what I'm saying? But I mean that's his fucking problem, and I'm not like, yeah, feds get him. I'm not. I'm just saying I know it's deeper than that. Like I'm smarter than that nigga, to be honest. Like well, I don't say I'm smarter than that nigga, but I have a lot of experience, probably more experience than that nigga. You know what I'm saying? When it come to like shit like that. And bro, I mean for sure, because I don't think that nigga ever even been locked up and he might have went to jail, but that nigga, I know, listen, I got a lot of good people, bro. And I know how shit go when money laundering and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like nigga you want to close them books as fast as you can. Let's sell it. And on top of that, the nigga it'll be he can get majority of his money back. You know what I'm saying? From because like I said, bro, in that pandemic, bro, it was so much money floating around, my nigga. Oh my god, I don't even know how much I made in that pandemic. Me personally, nigga. I mean, I know about how much I made. I don't even want to say the number because I ain't stupid, but yeah, what you call it? Well over. I don't even want to say the number, but the, bro, it was the prices went up. It was so much money floating around. Man, it was crazy, my nigga. A lot of moves that niggas was busting. Now a lot of people know about these certain moves. I don't even want to say nothing about nothing, but if you know, it's so many moves that was being bust. Let me just say this: who remembers the Dank carts, which wasn't even a real company? Dank carts and exotic carts. That was before that. That was even before the pandemic. But oh my God, putting them Pacquianos on that yigga ringing in and la da 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 da. What that nigga neighborhood Nip say? To the box when it land. Thank you, Jesus Christ. RP now. Woo. But yeah, so at least they can get some of that money back. You know what I'm saying? But if you was in that pandemic and you was running up a bag, however you was doing it, you know what I'm saying? Thank God. I mean, free all the niggas who was doing the little scams and shit. I'm glad I never got into that shit. Damn, I'm glad they denied me. I tried one time and they was like, nope, we're denying you. I was like, fuck this. I was already getting bread, but you know, free all them niggas who I can't even knock y'all niggas. You know what I'm saying? It's fucked up that y'all niggas got locked up for them PPPs and them SBAs and whatever else you was doing. But you know, yes, man, it was bro. Shit. Jesus.
But it's kind of true, but then not. I think they got their Instagram back too. But to a certain extent, it is. But more so, let me ask these people, what you know what I'm saying, to go over here for these memberships, which is most important, and it's a play to go viral to make sure I push these memberships and the shit that's worth a lot, that's monthly bread on time. But yeah, I don't feel like that shit is all the way true. Ain't no fucking way. And cause a cop out, like he don't want to talk to you. He wouldn't fire you. Like, my nigga, you fired. You know what I mean? Like, he'll look around, niggas ain't doing their job and all that shit. He gonna come up with a play and make sure it's justified on why he fired your motherfucking ass. You feel me? So it's probably some niggas around that motherfucker probably sticking their chest out, thinking they bigger than the program, probably ain't listening, probably ain't doing their work, probably ain't showing up how they supposed to be showing up. And he like, you know what? Man, cancel all of this shit. That's the same thing. That's how he did DW and them show, everybody's show.
And that's what I said too. Like, and that's another thing about Bill Clinton nephew. That nigga a coward, bro. He's a straight coward. Like, and it's crazy because I didn't think, like, until I seen him doing cowardly shit, I didn't think he was that pussy. Like, nigga, you scared to fire niggas from your shit? I don't want these. He probably thinking I don't want these gangbangers to come up here and burn the place down. Man, fuck that, nigga. Hey, look, bro, it ain't working, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? You can't work here no more, bro. I give you severance pay or whatever. I go follow that nigga used to come up with shit just to, all right, we're laying everybody off because the news is like, bro, that's so pussy. Vagina, straight pussy, bro. Like, that's the thing about being a man, bro. Like, you got to do a lot of shit that you don't want to do, my nigga, and that's period, point blank, bro. But one thing I mean, I ain't gonna hire a nigga. I ain't gonna have my business and my thing and be scared to fuck all that being friendly and man, it's called what I say in my friendly extortion. And a lot of them niggas know what they're doing. It's called friendly fucking extortion. I don't even want to say no names because now the whole extortion thing with Big U. But if you know what friendly extortion is, or nice extortion, hey, you the homie, man. But hey, yo, let me get like 10,000. But you the homie though. And niggas might don't say it like that. This is old prison. This is shit that you see. If you've been to prison, you know what friendly extortion is. Oh man, you blood now, bro. Hey, let me get like $30 in your commissary, yo, for the homies though. Like, and then as soon as you don't want to pay no more, they on your ass. He's getting friendly. He's been getting friendly extorted. But he's cool with that because he's so pussy. A picture of it was no Crips there, it was no real, you know, niggas like that there with all the shit going on. Oh man, they would have ran in there and tied them people up, man. Tied the whole no jump up. I ain't gonna lie. Or the niggas that was going, at least. You know what I'm saying? He should have stayed in that SoundCloud era, bro. No cap.
Everybody kind of, coming in with their chest stuck out and all the whole little shit. He like, you know what? All right, for sure. You know what? I'm gonna just cancel everything.
See?
So it won't just be one nigga. I ain't gonna single you out. So all this shit gone. You know what I mean? Like, he has a habit of rebuilding, homie, like this, man. And that ain't nothing for that nigga though. So I really don't think it's all the way true. Some of that shit could be true, but I think it's for sure a play.
He's not going broke as a person. He still has other businesses and other plays that he's doing, plug talk, whatever else. But he's just cutting down with no jumper. But it's like, karma is just always gonna come back and eat you in your ass because he was talking so much shit when that accident happened with.
I can't glaze. I mean, I don't even want to say glaze. I can't brush this. She said karma's shout out to Hella. I'm just saying. And I seen that nigga, I don't know if this is what was said, but I seen Big Time do that, and I seen this nigga T-Rail go like this. She said karma's gonna come back to eat you in your ass. That's just bite you in your ass. What's going on over there? A lot of ass eatery going on. Karma gonna come back to eat you in your ass. That's a remix. I never heard that one.
Our store, and I literally thought my life was over. That was probably the second lowest part of my life ever, and I thought my whole life was over. I didn't know what the fuck I was gonna do when that happened, and he pushed that shit in my face, rubbed it in my face so fucking hard. Like, he made the situation so much harder for me than it needed to be. So I'm happy, and I hope he lost so much fucking money, and I hope he's in so much debt.
Yep, he was though. That's what I'm saying, man. Whatever you do will come back. She is right about that. Like, I'm not surprised that Heather is like going in like this. Like, he was, bro. And that's why you can't really even like that's why I say like a lot of people probably expected me to go the fuck in on dude. But see, the thing is, I'm not here I'm not a fucking hate monger or hate channel for Bill Clinton's nephew. I'm just not, bro. First of all, that's Bill Clinton nephew, my nigga. Like, that nigga pardoned his dad. You know, if Bill Clinton pardoned your father, that means Bill Clinton your father like this. So that nigga is part of the. Listen, we gonna find out more about this dude before it's all said and done. I'm trying to tell you. You know what I'm saying? So that's a whole different level of whiteness that's going on right there. That's not even like trailer park regular whiteness. But you can't be trolling people like that, bro, and then the shit come back. You know what I'm saying? Even if you kind of trying to finagle it and make it look worse than what it is, or make it have ulterior motives as well. Hey man, nigga don't feel sorry for you. You know what it is? It's just like when somebody be dissing the dead and then they get killed, and then the niggas homies who they was dissing, they making fun of them. Bro, your home, he was just making fun of them. It's like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know,
From that fucking liability store on Melrose, and you should have never fucking did it, and you should have left when we left and got out of there, but you were too busy trying to shit on us and shit on Terrell and act like you're doing something. Bitch, we've been on that street 12 years before you, ho.
Yeah, that's why I
like
think
we've been did
you
that.
shouldn't want to mirror how he feel, because that's the results that come with that though. So you don't even want to. I don't think you should even want him to. You know, he goes to get his results. That's what I'm saying.
That's
like,
why I said, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, the karma
get
against you,
results.
but I ain't wishing
way.
bad on no nigga. Go ahead, do it up. You know what I mean? Like,
that's respectable. That's respectable because it's all finance, and it can happen to anybody. Anybody. That's what I'm saying.
Yo,
That's for
Gaston.
anybody
All right,
watching,
I'm
bro.
gonna play some Yo Gaston. Well, I'll
That's
play
why I
the
don't
clip
be
of him
like
getting
making
beat up
fun of the
again.
dead or nothing like
Well,
that.
I mean,
Like, you
they
know,
hemmed him up, but I don't think they beat him up.
shit can happen. You know what I'm
Picked him up
saying?
and shit.
Now, I mean, it is probably certain
I'll
instances
play
where
that
a
after
nigga
this
would
video's done.
jump out of character and
Okay.
do some other shit. But if you want your blessings to come back and you don't even, that's enough. When you see your enemies and your ops going through turmoil, that's enough. I mean, a little subliminal shot here and there, but going in constantly and that shit is like, nigga, are you obsessed or not? You know what I'm saying? So I'm not really an obsessed type nigga. Like, I'm just saying.
we laughing, you know what I'm saying? It's a narrative, we laughing. I ain't wishing bad. Go ahead, bro. Because I feel like,
yeah, y'all blessed was ahead of the curve. Everybody was leaving anyway. So
yeah, that should bring you down for sure. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Oh, well, fuck it. But you know what I'm saying? We just got to keep moving.
How you feel about?
That's facts, man. Shout out to T-Rail for being, mature about it. Shout out to the Apollo. Shout out Mac Wapner, man. Hey, man, you reap what you sow. All that trolling Sorella, right on the end was on the end of Fairfax, right there, the end of Melrose on Fairfax. I remember. I mean, and it's crazy to even think that Melrose just fell off like that, bro. Like, oh my God, that was like the best days of my LA living. like the Melrose days. Oh my God, like my Melrose days. I mean, niggas still go to Melrose. Don't get it fucked up. I was just at Melrose a few months ago, but I'm just saying, like, it was a different, 2018 to like 20, 21. It was fucking different, bro. RP to Melrose for that. I mean, Melrose not dead, but I'm just saying, like, Brooklyn Projects. Remember, who know about that dispensary that was next to Brooklyn Projects? Well, I think somebody had got robbed right there and shot and killed. Used to be a big Nipsey Hussle picture right there. Man, I remember, like I said, the last King store. Before that was, you know what I'm saying, past Fairfax High School, round 2. The whole Melrose was, oh, that's crazy. I'm tweaking. That's crazy. Didn't Xavier Wolf have a little smoke shop over there too? He might still got it. I don't know. Economy, man. But now let me just think, man. Like I'm talking about Chris Bell.
This is information you're not going to get from anywhere else. I spoke directly to Brick Baby and Loose Cannon about 30 minutes ago. I spoke directly to somebody who was in the courtroom who don't like Loose Cannon and Brick Baby. So you're going to have the other side of that. And I also spoke to a courtroom reporter who was also there as well, who's unbiased. So we got the real, unfiltered, true story of exactly what took place today at Brick Baby's court hearing and at Loose Cannon court hearing. On April 7th, Brick Baby and Loose Cannon will call into the No Jumper show where they will tell the fans that they are coming home April 9th. That's because they had a bond hearing that Wednesday, and they both anticipated being released. The reason that they were so confident about they were going to be home on April 9th, the Wednesday, was because both these dudes have put together pretty strong bond packages. Brick Baby in particular, his mom put up a multi-million-dollar property. So they for sure thought, I mean, even if you give him $1 million bond, he going to be home the same day. So they for sure thought the judge would have considered giving.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. I seen Luce walking in the court with the white jumpsuit. I'm like, they ain't finna give him a bail. You know what I mean? The marshals was walking too close to him.
Them bonds. It didn't turn out like that, bruh. All right. I'm not even going to extend this or try to make you guys wait for the answer. They both were denied bond. They both got denied for similar reasons. Prior criminal history. They both have an extensive rap sheet and their conduct ever since the investigation started. The court will point to them not being 100% confident that Brick Baby or Loose Cannon won't interfere with the court process if they are able to go home and fight this case from home. They would also point to they believe that they're both threats to society, right? Especially for Brick Baby. They point to how Brick Baby had a firearm on his hip live on No Jumper a day before his arrest. So they believe that if you weren't acting right while knowing there was an ongoing investigation a day before your arrest, then what makes us think that you will act right if we release you? So both got denied. Now, this don't stop them for reapplying for bond, but right now, they were both denied by the judge. Now, Brick Baby court hearing went without incident. He came, it was pretty smoothly. Loose Cannon, on the other hand, has some drama going on, and we're going to discuss it, okay?
So reapply, how long that's going to take? Like, what? It's crazy.
Now, because I want to give you guys both sides, all right, the pro Loose Cannon side and the anti-Loose Cannon side, we're going to do a dual video. So it's going to be me and 600 essentially telling a similar story, but from different perspectives.
Whatever. Besides the point. He looked bad. He looked stressed out. Eddie Boy in the courtroom. Eddie Boy by himself. Loose Cannon come in his spot and look like Ghost. Like, man, what Eddie Boy doing here? Oh, cuz. Oh, neighborhood crib. Eddie Boy just sitting there. Ain't paying due no mind. So they all the lawyers look over Eddie Boy like, what?
The guy on your right is Eddie Boy. Now, Eddie Boy is an OG from the 60s. He's a really reputable dude, solid dude with a lot of integrity, man. Eddie Boy still owes me boxing lessons, man. You feel me? We lost contact. I need to redeem my boxing lessons from Eddie Boy. But Eddie Boy was in court. Now, Eddie Boy and Loose Cannon don't necessarily get along. So when Loose Cannon got to court, that's when all hell broke loose. I'm not going to cap because me and Loose Cannon is cool. I'm going to tell you guys the truth. Loose Cannon got to court.
Hey, Flo, why you don't just go get boxing lessons from a real boxing trainer, bro?
this shit crazy. Flacco trying to he want to get put on.
And Loose Cannon said, why is Eddie Boy here? I don't F with him on Neighborhood Crib in front of the people while still fighting Arica. Listen, you can call Loose Cannon whatever you want, bro, but you cannot say that man ain't authentic. In the court of law, while fighting a gang indictment, a gang RICO, you walk in court and say, bro, why am I up here? I don't F with him on Neighborhood Crib. Oh, my God. So that story is true. Now, when that happened, the officers of the courts, they got involved. And they told Loose Cannon, yo, he could be here as long as he's not disruptive. This is open to the public. So when enough people got involved, Loose Cannon thought it would be better to just remain quiet. So that's what he did.
It's only.
You see some shit Loose do, it'll make you think like what you thinking, Loose. And then some shit he do, it's like, oh, he know what he doing. You're saying type shit, but
His wife, well, I guess they're not technically married, but his girl, some other girl, she was with Eddie Boy. Nobody in the courtroom. So now let's get into what's going on. The prosecutor is giving him his charges, previous crimes, allowed to deny his bail. Do you know what snitching he said in court? I didn't do those cases I went to jail for. My brother did those crimes. You snitching on your brother, snitching on your brother, you went to jail for him, bro. We're like, damn.
600 is telling a story from Eddie Boy's perspective. So this is what I've gathered from talking.
So you telling me Loose yelled that out in court? You don't yell no shit like that out in court, man.
To all sides and all parties, including a courtroom reporter. So apparently what took place was they were bringing up Loose Cannon's past charges, right? Past convictions, past charges, things that he was arrested for. And they were bringing this up to establish a life of crime and to establish why Loose Cannon don't deserve to be out of bond because he's a risk to society. So when they're bringing up charges, they brought up a bunch of charges, bro. I'm talking like damn near like 40 plus. And Loose Cannon is looking and he's like, I ain't go to jail for that. I ain't go to jail for that. I ain't go to jail for that. But that's not me. So what Loose Cannon figured out was some of the things that they were saying he got arrested for or went to jail for was actually his brother charges. So Loose Cannon and his brother are twins, born on the same day. Damn near got the same.
Okay, I understand what you're saying. Loose like, oh, what the fuck? You trying to put more on me than I did type shit. Cold part about it is these people be so ignorant. They'll be like, you wasn't even supposed to say that. Just be quiet, bro. Let them figure it out. Look like they don't know how to figure shit out, bro. He trying to proclaim innocent.
Exact name is just one letter off. Termaine and Germaine. All right. So it's the same name. Well, damn near the same name, like same birthday. So it's unclear how they made this error or the clerical error, but they just did like a soft pull and showed up with the crimes, with the past convictions. And Loose Cannon saying, no, that's not my crimes, but like, I didn't go to jail for that. My brother went to jail for that, not me. So now again, I'm not from the street, so I can't consider that snitching. Well, listen, there's very few things that I consider snitching outside of black and white signed statement, I'm testifying. But that's why 600 is saying this is snitching. But Loose Cannon perspective is, I'm in court for a bond hearing. You're trying to make an argument that I'm a menace to society. You can't make that argument bringing up cases that don't belong to me. So that's why Loose Cannon brought up his brother.
Then he say, Eddie Boy here trying to get some content. When he said that,
right. You absolutely right about that, Loose. It's a couple of people that plan on coming up there to get some content. And shit, y'all making it content, like, you understand me? Y'all, that's what y'all on, like, it's all content. But I think it's starting to settle in, bro, at this point, after the bail been denied, that this shit is not just content. It ain't gonna just be no quick rodeo. Hopefully they get the second bill.
The police came over to Eddie Boy and asked him, is he recording? He sent the police on him. He crashed out over there, man. He was mad. He was like, man, I wish I could record and told you what they doing, man. Oh, they use. Oh, and they brought up that no jumper fight. He's in trouble.
Eddie Boy was escorted out of the court briefly. Now, from Loose Cannon perspective, he never said, hey, yo, Eddie Boy here for content. He's running content on me. No. Loose Cannon would say that his lawyer will make an observation. Rather the observation was correct or incorrect, she made an observation. And in that observation, she believed that Eddie Boy was on his phone. So she took measures to try to protect Loose Cannon. And, she wrote like a letter, very discreetly and handed it over to the judge. And when the judge read it, the judge ordered the officer to walk Eddie Boy out to see if he was recording. Eddie Boy wasn't recording, so he was able to return back into the courtroom.
They use all that online stuff he been doing, bro. They using that. They don't want to let him out because he's saying he's an enforcer and what he'd do and talking about people's family.
You know what they gonna call that, Luce? They gonna call that third-party cooperation. You know what I'm saying? Or third-party snitching or some shit. They be weaponizing snitching, bro. If you pay attention, they weaponize it. That's why. Well, because why would somebody say Luce was snitching for trying to clear his name? They made my cases though. It sounds logical, but that's what Wack. Remember the conversation Wack was having? He like the streets ain't logical type shit. And basically, that's why I say somebody probably would call him a snitch. Like, bro, you supposed to just be quiet and let him figure it out. They obviously don't get shit figured out, bro.
I also asked Eddie Boy, would Eddie Boy like to press charges on Loose Cannon for talking about his family? Eddie Boy said, no, I don't need to. And then they said he's lying, causing confusion about violence, lying about fights in the jail. And there was never no fight, which we knew that, but I wasn't going to speak on it because I didn't technically have the proof. But now when the prosecutors say it, you're lying, it was no fights. Now we can talk about it. So, Loose Cannon is just known to be a liar, bro. You feel me? He's not no rolling 60. Never was, never will be, right?
Loose Cannon and his wife would say this never happened, and they would say this is not true. Now, I can only let you guys know what I've heard. So I spoke to Loose Cannon. I spoke to others. Now, they didn't really tell me about that particular part. What they told me was that the fight that took place outside of No Jumper, that was brought up. And they brought up that particular thing because they believe that shows Loose Cannon's character. That shows Loose Cannon is a violent person. And the fight that I'm referring to is the fight with Jay Reed, where, we've seen Jay Reed get punched out, who Jay Reed came with get punched out. They were stripped butt naked to their, I
mean, let's be honest, bro. A lot of this internet shit that they've been doing is not going to be good, bro. It's going to come back to bite them in the ass. It's great because the shit coming back to bite like Big U or their hate, but it's going to bite them in the ass, bro. You see it already. They talking about Britt had a Britt. It's, if somebody orchestrated this shit, bro, they a mastermind. We got to admit that.
It's about like butt naked, booty on concrete, got robbed. So they brought that up and they have everything on surveillance. And yeah, they might plan on charging him with that. Who knows? But they brought that up to prove that
the GBO
Loose Cannon should not be let back into society because he's a violent person. I didn't hear anything about them saying that Loose Cannon is lying about the jail fights. I didn't hear that. I'm being honest.
Bro.
It was.
It do be PC, pretend Crips, but not.
Big shout outs to rap news and street politics. And y'all watch this video, man.
It do be PC, pretend Crips, but no, I'm not a pretend Crip.
6 OK, I be at you talking about? No, me, I caught him knocking. Real GBO blood.
See all that header, that Crip, nigga. Like a matter of set, boy.
RP Nip, no, then smoking on Nip right now.
Apologize again before I spit on you.
I'm sorry for dissing all the day.
Say Nipsey, bro.
I'm sorry for dissing Nipsey.
Nipsey Hustle, homie.
I'm sorry for dissing Nipsey Hustle. I'm sorry about that.
Chopper with the spotlight out, and we were just running through bushes. But
Gaston, he's the one that took everything. That's the only thing between me and you. That's what I'm saying. Is tatted up and actually from a hood, and they're snitching. I'm not from nowhere.
Rap News Street Politics, the best hood channel on YouTube, and we back in LA about to touch on somebody that's still playing with their life in these streets. We got Gaston McWeeny, aka GBO Gaston. Now, for everybody that's not familiar with Gaston, this is a dude that has started his own gang coming out of Lakewood. Lakewood is just east of Northside Long Beach and really is going to be known solely for the Lakewood Mall. There's really nothing else that's coming out of Lakewood. It's a really nice area, definitely not known for its gangbanging. The closest hoods that's going to be surrounding Lakewood is going to be hoods at Northside.
All right, I'll be right back, y'all.
Hawaiian Gardens, Artesia, on the borderline of East Lakewood, and Bellflower. But Lakewood as a whole, 95% of it is really going to be upper middle class families reside in this section, not with the gang activity. But this is where we get a special situation where GBO Gaston has formulated his own hood over here called Get Back Official off Hayter Avenue between Delamo and Candlewood. Now, over the years, we've seen a lot of people really do a lot of popping it on the internet, trying to get famous off the clout and kind of just going to the extreme to make their presence felt on the internet. 9 times out of 10, those are always the people that end up getting smoked or going to prison over the games that they playing in the streets. And he really just next in line to take part in one of them situations. You know, over the years, we've seen a lot from this dude. We've seen him implicating himself in a homicide. We've seen him take credit for a shooting that happened on Instagram Live. We also seen him claim to be the one that actually shot Nipsey Hussle when he was killed.
Nigga, I'm not playing about none of that shit, nigga. I seen him in front of All Money Is store, nigga. Seen him with his daughter, nigga. I shot him, nigga. I was like, hey, where you from? He was like, I'm from 60. I said, all right, nigga, GBO, shot him, nigga, got loose, nigga. I'm on the E-way right now doing the dash, nigga. I got away from the crime scene, nigga.
Bro, so you telling me and everybody else on this motherfucking line that you shot Nipsey Hussle?
I shot Nipsey Hussle. Gaston McWinney, I shot Nipsey Hussle. Come get me, nigga. I shot him.
We seen him in the interrogation room playing with them people over Mariah Carey's house being fly. And we've also seen him dissing a lot of dead homies from a lot of reputable sets in the city. And everything at this point is kind of bubbled up to where it's more probable than not that this dude life gonna be taken real soon. And we gonna speak on all the events that he's become infamous for throughout the city, as well as touch on his home life with his family and show y'all how this dude not even like that. So let's rewind the clock back to about 2020, 2021 when he first hit the scene. We know his main primary beef started with somebody named Eric Vincent Osby, aka Block Boy, who's allegedly from Mob Piru in Compton. Now, both of them dudes, young kids at the time, just going back and forth. But after a few events took place between them two, which we gonna speak on, Gaston seemingly puts his feet deep in this street shit when he decides to actually start dissing hoods out here. So we first seen this dude in 2021 pulling up an Eastside Black Bandit Crip hood on the east side of Long Beach.
You see me the walking, right? Look, who am I? Can't walk because your bitch ass boy got shot. Nigga, fuck silence all his day on me. Look, cars put. I'm not even scared. Look around. You see any bagels? You see how they never outside? These niggas bullshit. I'm about to walk with a walker in their name. Look, I'm gonna have you on a walking me. Look. You see these signs? I'm walking with it. I'm trying to be just like Sada Jackson, the nigga that got shot. Nigga, bagels all day on me, nigga.
He showed himself on Gavio to 10th Avenue, dissing somebody that got shot and was in a wheelchair at the time, and also dissing all the Black Bandits' dead homies. Now, at this time, he was trying to fit in with these Northside Long Beach Crips in them Carmelito projects, the Brick Boys. We done seen him associating with Hitman 50, a dude named A. Beezy, records with Jabalo. He wanted to fit in with these dudes on the north because, like I said, Lakewood is not a reputable side of town. It's not a town you can just be banging, especially for the activities that he was looking to get himself into. And with Black Bandit being the enemy set of the Brick Boys, of course he gonna start beefing with these dudes. And of course he was playing with a little bit of fire when he was going back with some of these young dudes claiming a mob on the east side of Compton, which is when we seen somebody from Piru catch him lacking at the courthouse in 2021. But like I said, in 2021, he was just getting his feet wet. 2022 is when he decided to turn this shit up a notch and go to Nipsey Hussle grave and his mural and spit at his grave site and throw some piss on his picture in his hood.
My blower out right here, nigga. I'm finna spit on Cub grave, nigga. Sissies know they dead homies, nigga. Nigga, you see the time and all that? 7:40, nigga, on a dead homies, nigga. You see the piss? Finna throw piss on Cub on a dead homies, Cub. Look, piss on Cub, nigga.
Now, it's common sense that this will have the whole city in an uproar. And there was really no good reason for him to do any of that. He's not from LA. Dudes he hanging around with was not beefing with the 60s, but he feels like this was a good idea to get his name out there. And we're going to speak about his true motives as well. Now, after that, it seemed like he just want to start beefing with all the neighborhood Crips, because shortly after this situation, we catch him beefing with C-Mac from Rolling 50s, where not only did he diss C-Mac in front of Tucci from Block and in front of Bonelli from 6-0, he also proceeded to disrespect all of the Rolling 50 dead homies and say he was smoking on Nipsey.
Weird ass nigga on the dead homies. Niggas know. Niggas always want to pop it, nigga. Niggas know on the dead homies, nigga. I got a 55th right now with my blower, nigga. I got 55 shots, nigga, on the dead homies, nigga. I got 55 shots in the clip, nigga. On Crip, nigga. Niggas know. Nigga, I'm sliding right now. I'm gang sliding, nigga. Dead homies, bro. Nigga.
So playing all them games, especially with those specific people on live, automatically is putting this dude in a bad position on the west side. With this in the 50s and the 60s in front of some dudes from Hunnids who also rock with the neighborhoods is putting a big target on your back. But around the same time, he still was pressing the gas. He decides to take it to Watts, where he starts beefing with D3 from Bounty Hunters. Now, not only did he pull up in the Nickersons, diss the Bounty Hunters and they dead homies, and diss D3 as well as drop D3 location to his crib or whatever, he pulls out a shirt of one of D3 deceased homies, lights it on fire, and spits on it, continuing his dissing of the dead.
That ski mask on, cause I gotta blow a nigga down, nigga. D3 all dead on me, nigga. You see a dead on me burning right now. Look at the face, Show the face, show a dead on me burning. Look, me spit on Cub. Look, show me spitting on Cub. Spitting on dead homie, look. Don't cut in there, nigga. Your dead homie. All on the floor, nigga. I'm a nigga for myself. Look.
And then he's also seen around the same time beefing with the Grape Streets on live. But something else that we're gonna touch on in this video is his ties to these areas, his family background, because his father stays on Wilmington, in between these bounty hunters and the Grapes, Mr. Jimmy. So, it's not really known why he decides to play all these games, because the clout can't be this worth it, especially when you start introducing your people into the mix. But after this situation, especially with the Nipsey dissing, like I said, he was cool with the Brick Boys in the 50s, and he did a song with Jabalo called Slauson. At this time, he falls out with Jabalo over that dissing. Jabalo doesn't want to associate himself with Nipsey, and rightfully so. Nobody should want to associate themselves with this dude unless they full-fledged enemies of the neighborhoods for the most part. And even then, man, in today's climate, a civilian may even knock your ass over because you dissing Nipsey. But in 2022, his beef ain't stopped there with Jabalo. This is when the situation happens where he goes on live with a dude named Mr. Get It Done and records himself shooting a gun in public, broad daylight. Mr. Get It Done is sitting right there. He's on live too with the dude. The bullet missed him. He say, dude missed. And he takes credit and admits to shooting a gun in broad daylight. But he claims he's not a snitch. Well, I mean, if you snitching on yourself, I don't know.
What's that, damn me?
He shot and he missed.
But he was also with the dissing of these dudes up at No Jumper around this same time. Like I said, at this point in 2022, he really wanted to get cracking. Also, he can get an interview up at No Jumper with Adam 22. He allegedly pulls up to Whack 100 house and pulled up to Adam 22 house looking for these dudes, beefing with Brick Baby, and pulls up to No Jumper and pisses on No Jumper's doorstep. So, just doing a lot of little kid shit, but tying everything in with this gangbanging. but it seemed like he wanted to pick up the torch where Block Boy left off. Now, everybody knows that Block Boy started all this bullshit in the city with playing games like this on the internet and dissing hoods at random. We seen Block Boy go at it with the Hoovers, pulling up at their hood park, whacking them dudes out, dissing all they dead homies. He also pulled up to the bounty hunters, dissing the bounty hunters' dead homies. Pulled up to PJ Watts, dissed they dead homies. He was also dissing Dye City, the same hood Rimble from, and he was dissing them Eastside 4-pack gangsters off 43rd. And with him claiming the Takers or Mob Paru, of course he was dissing all Compton Crips. But the only person that really matched his level was his main enemy in GBO Gaston. Both of these dudes was young, fresh out of high school, and really playing games in these streets. Both of them was seen having a lot of back and forth. But I'm going to keep it real. GBO Gaston was extremely turned down when Block Boy was around.
Hop out. You talking about where you from? Hop out. You like a bitch right now. Hop out. Let me get your rollie, nigga. Hop out. Hop out. You bang, nigga? Fuck GBO, nigga. Come here. Fuck GBO, nigga. Fuck GBO, nigga.
I need that 5-band rollie. Where the rollie at?
You a bitch, nigga.
Where the rollie?
This is why we seen him doing all these crazy antics ever since Block Boy was taking out this shit. We seen Block Boy pull up to his crib multiple times, did a whole Street Fighter beatdown on his Benz, spent his block multiple times. But everything bubbled up for Block Boy when somebody killed him over here in Lakewood on 207th Street in the Trey 57 Hustlers, not too far from Hawaiian Gardens. Now, 2 days after Christmas, somebody put a shot in this dude's head in broad daylight for all that playing. His people had to put up that GoFundMe, was celebrating that he gave his life to Allah, and tried to claim a senseless act of gun violence was the reason why their 19-year-old loved one checked out this shit early. But we know that's always the case, especially when you this young. Your people don't know you out here being stupid and playing games with some dudes that's really in the street, really not on the internet. But after this murder, we see GBO Gaston, like I said, somewhat taking credit and implicating himself in this homicide because it took place in Lakewood.
Hey, y'all remember when Cuz stuck in my car, right? Now Cuz dead, right? In the grave, right? Dead bitch, nigga. Spit on Cuz. Yeah, spit on Cuz. Cuz is down, nigga. What that say? Lakewood, right? Damn, where I live? Oh no, I think I'm in Lakewood right now. Where am I at? Oh yeah, this Lakewood. Yeah.
We seen ABZ from Brick when he was cool with Brick, laughing with him on live. We seen Hitman 50 laughing with him on live. And we seen Treyway from Hoover laughing with him on live. Now, at this point, his situation with Treyway seemed to be his last lifeline. They shared a commonality in both beefing with Block Boy, because Block Boy was dissing the Hoovers. And now that he's been ostracized by the Brick Boys and dissed all the neighborhood Crips, he feels like the Hoovers is a safe place for him. We seen him recently talking with Treyway, talking about they gonna slide on the 40s when Treyway get out. But I don't think he's gonna be around when Treyway get out. I'm gonna keep it real. But with all that being said, the main thing is, Fenice McWeeny, his mother, a social studies teacher, didn't raise her little boy like this. Now, she's taught middle school. She taught at his high school when he went to Narbonne in Harbor City. She also taught for his brother in high school. You know, she one of them mothers that almost seemed to coddle her son. And this is probably why he wanted to go against the grain so hard, because his mama had him in a chokehold trying to keep her baby out the streets. Now, like I said, his father, his biological father, stays over here off Wilmington, somewhere in between 112th and 105th. I just say that. The 10 Lines is over here. Like I said, in between Grape and the Bounty Hunters. He wasn't in his crib off Hayter Avenue, but Mr. Nimmons was, his step-pops. Like he spoke on, he got a little brother in that DC Baby Draco interview. His little brother's father was over here on Hayter Avenue and was probably whooping that boy ass as a retired war veteran. So it seemed like he was stuck between a rock and a hard place. He got his mama in high school, probably pulling his ear, because everybody know them kids whose mamas and their daddies worked at the school, they wasn't allowed to do nothing. Square as hell. was never getting into trouble. And if they was, man, they mamas was coming to pull their ear to that office. And then when he get home, his step-pop just hate looking at him because that ain't his son. So he probably just hating life over there on Hater Avenue. But before they got on Hater, his mom was looking at a spot over on Minturn. I believe they didn't get that house, which is why they moved into the Manor Apartments, where this dude starts a gang, GBO. But like I said, the gangbanging wasn't on the forecast with this dude. His mom was taking him on cruises, trips to Frisco, always taking pictures of her boys when they not looking, just loving life. He was playing basketball. She said ball his life, but the nigga was trash. He couldn't get right. We seen at prom, his mama had to hook him up with one of her students to go. Like I said, everybody know them kids that had their parents working there. They wasn't on nothing. They couldn't smack nothing down. And his family was so happy when he made it to his senior year over at Carson. Now, I say all that because I'm very sure his mama gonna say the same thing Block Boys people was saying, that it was a senseless act of gun violence that took this dude out. An accident. This lady finna be 57 next month, man. You gonna keep putting your mama through this for no reason. You ain't no real gangster. You remember that time when somebody broke into your mama's car and took your lunch money for the month and took your brother's cell phone, and y'all had to file that police report with the Lakewood PD. You remember that? This that same woman that's gonna be picking out the trim on your casket because you think you tough. Jimmy Harrison and Edwin is gonna be carrying your casket. Probably Corey too, if you keep playing with these streets, man. But it may be too late to even turn back. I'm gonna keep it real. All that shit probably a wrap. But the thing is, if the streets don't take him out, jail may say this dude life. So we see he got a little track history, called himself trying to put in work. He had the burglary in 2019, another forgery charge in 2020, another taking a vehicle without consent in 2022, a controlled substance charge in 2023. And this dude bragged about his latest charges with the kidnappings and a couple 211s, where he was bragging about having a $250,000 bill, talking about having a house to put up.
Man, that shit was crazy, man. We had $1 million bill, bro. $1 million bill. Man, we were sick to our stomach, man. We calling in that we need a house, everything. We need a house.
Man, is that why your mama had to get a P.O. box in Fontana? Because she had to strip her shit to get you out? Because you was doing some dumbass shit? It's people like this that haven't woke up that deserve to be taking out this shit. I'm going to keep it real. You want to be in the game, you got to hold your own shit, not having your mama come bail you out at 25, finna be 26 in December. Still having her move around for your ass. Crazy. Brother just graduated high school, and they looking at you like you a dumbass. But after he done bailed out, we done seen him hit the streets again, back into the beef. So we seen him now cornering his shit off, beefing with Big Sad, dissing the PBG dead homies on Cadillac in front of Joe's Market. We seen him take a visit to Draco Grave, still playing at the grave sites. He gonna be there soon. He liked being there. Now he was dissing the Stink Team, talking about how they let Draco die. And then his stupid ass walks into a back door with them Brick Boy Crips. Now, like I said, he was cool with A-Beezy. He got songs with A-Beezy, songs with Jabaloke, Hitman 50 was on his shit. He was cool with them dudes. But doing all this funny shit, A-Beezy opened up that back door on him. So he thought they was still cool, even like he said in that DC Baby Draco interview. He was good. They cool. He gets in the back seat with these dudes, and they halfway kidnapped the nigga. He had to run. They told him, stop playing. Stop doing that. And as soon as he was done running, he cut the camera on, still trolling. He went to, I believe, a dude from Brick Boy's grave site after this and said that A-Beezy's gonna be the next one in the grave.
Bro, but you'll never know. For your homie a snake, bro, and the dead homie, look at me. AB, you a bitch, bro. If I catch you, I'm gonna kill you on Crip, nigga. You a bitch, nigga. Bricks and all they dead homies, nigga. You know where I'm at, nigga. I'm right here. This is where you go end up. You go end up just like your dead guy, nigga. Just like the bird, nigga, on Crip, nigga. You know what I'm on, nigga. Fuck Bricks and all they dead homies. What?
Now, somebody did make him apologize for that Nipsey dissing, but that shit don't even matter. It ain't no apologies at this point. So this is why he trying to align himself with the Hoovers now, with Treyway now. He think he found a friend. But, man, he couldn't even navigate a section that he's familiar with in the north of Long Beach. And he got backdoor. What you think these West Side niggas gonna do to you? You better stop playing. Just because you diss a neighborhood don't make you cool with the Hoovers. Especially if you dissing the gangsters in PBG. At some point, that's gonna have to be talked about if you kicking it with the hoops. Because we done seen Sad do records with Treyway as well. Like I said, the clock is ticking on this dude, man. And you never know, this video may say this dude life, or at the least give you the facts about why he dead when you watching it. But hey, like he said, he not no snitch. When he was behind them walls, he said he ran phase with the neighborhoods and the gangsters, but it was rumors of him being in a psych ward. And in 2022, we did see a mental competency hearing in one of his proceedings. So as we see, man, this dude is a liar. He lied about going to Jordan to them Northside dudes. They called him out on that. But again, this is all fun and games to him. And somebody gonna turn his lights off if jail don't save his ass, man. I'm gonna keep it real. But to cap it all off, we also see some dirty allegations on this dude's name where a female was accusing this dude of messing with her when she was 15 and he was 21.
Ma, don't call it cops.
You know we can get going.
Open
you
it.
Can't have me. You been fucking me since I was 15. You was 21. Hard cops. We can settle
That's cap. That's cap. That's cap. Don't lie like that. That's cap. That's cap. That's cap.
Now, this is the definition of them bad people, man. This dude is no good in the streets, and he's not somebody that anybody should be promoting, dealing with, doing records with, interviews with, none of that, man. This dude should be booted out the city or taken out this shit, man. This Rap News Street Politics, the best hood channel on YouTube. Y'all make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. We're going to keep coming with this heat, man. We out. Rap News Street Politics, the best hood channel on YouTube. And we backing them gunning hundreds about to speak on some hoods that's really blew up within the last decade in the city. A lot of notable members coming out of this section, new hoods forming. We also got neighborhoods trying to expand on the east side. And we also got really one of the only active neighborhood on neighborhood crip wars going up in the city right now. But one of the key things that a lot of people may not know about the Hunters is it's not like every other rolling old hood in the city. It's a collective of multiple different sets, but right now it's really fractured with the beef that's going on inside of these hoods. Now, Rolling Hunters, like I said, in the last decade, they really exploded, especially with the 100 Days, 100 Nights coming out this Westmont area. But let's break down the hoods that's making up the Hunters. Now, Century is going to be the border to the Hunters, of course, going all the way down to the 105. Only a couple blocks away from SoFi Stadium, the new Clipper Stadium, LAX. This is where it's cracking at. The first set that's a part of the Hunters is the neighborhood 104 Hard Time Hustlers.
Oh, we doing skits, broad day, you know the truth. CMT killer on the game, we smoke. Dead niggas in the wood who won't smoke. BK on my name, the gang known. Full clip on they block, case closed. Never ran for no beef, you ain't know. Mad stuff fully loaded, you tryna go? I'm spinning corners even though I ain't had to go. If you out and I see you, you gotta go. Double O.
And I say neighborhood because they do push the NH, but they are still Hustler Crips. Now, 104 is going to be cool with the 8-8s on the east side, but the 8-8s, of course, are not going to be part of the Hunters, and they're not a part of the neighborhood car. But the Hard Times main spot is going to be in these apartments off Van Ness and Central, and, of course, down Ruth Ellen and Gramercy as well. But across Western, they're going to be tight-knit with the block. So we got two different block hoods. We got 113 block and 107 block.
Rich, I'm really in the field, I ain't taking no other route. I'm sliding through the hoochies, if I see them, I'm jumping out. My mind on the million, I don't know what they be talking about. My niggas trying to kill for that dough, we gon' chalk them out. All gas, no break shit, that much wanna hate shit. Now back to the basics, talk, get your face bit. Don't fuck with no fake shit, don't got it, I take it. Blue fame is the gang, bitch, we stay on some gang shit.
Now, the main street that's really being pushed over here is 108, which is Blue Flame Gang or Fleazy Gang. They over here off 108th and Western, but of course you got 113th and Dinker, 107th and Dinker, but 107th is also going to be a main spot for another hood inside of the Hunters, UG Crip.
It's the fire right here, though. Yeah, nigga ain't been on shit too much over here, shit, nigga. Other than that, bro, shit, the hood. Niggas play their part, everybody got their part over here.
Now, UG is also known as UGBC, Underground Block Crip. Now, technically, it's Underground Crip, but they're tight-knit with the blocks. So this is why you will see UG Block Crip together. And they main blocks are 103rd, 105th, 106th, and like I said, 107th. Now, 105th is probably their main street right now on the one-way. But all through them blocks between Dinker and Normandy is going to be the UGs. Now, on top of them is the Bud Long Gangsta Crips.
You walk down the street, you got the 10 5s, you feel me? Them homies, niggas safe all through that area. This 100 Crip. You know what I'm saying? Nigga get 2 more blocks down, you got the snooze all through there. Damn Bud Long and shit. Nigga can't with that shit. Nigga kill all that. We push that shit back. You feel me? Now they coming over here with the 11 deuce, trying to get their little bullshit in. But the block still smashing that bitch ass. All the 100 Crips still smashing that bitch ass. Them niggas is pushing. They pushing. They just the go, cuz. This is Bud Long Gangsters. They moving, cuz. They moving. They used to be down there with the ladies in a minute. They fucking with this.
Now, Bud Long is one of many GC hoods that's not a traditional gangster crib hood, pushing that gangsters moving. They're a part of the Rolling Hundreds and they tight-knit with the neighborhood hard times and with them UGs and blocks, which of course means that they're going to share the same enemies, one of which is the gangster crips, which we're going to get to. But 2 other large sections that's always been known to be a part of the Hundreds is Neighborhood 111 and Neighborhood 11-5 Crip.
Baby Slick, when he left me in the hood, stomped down to the ground.
The way my dead homies affected me as well, you know what I'm saying? I feel as though we shouldn't get along with nobody, you know what I'm saying? How, you know what I'm saying, you gonna peace with a nigga who smoked one of your homeboys, you know what I'm saying? It should just be everybody killer, you know what I'm saying? This neighborhood for life. It don't stop till the casket drop.
Now, a lot of y'all may have heard about 111 over some of these other hoods, especially if you're not really up on what's going on in the city. Dub C is out of the 111, so that's what people really hear about, the 111s the most, especially dudes out of town. But also the 11-5s are really going to be clicked up with the 111s right across Imperial. But again, these are 2 neighborhood crib sets, a part of the Hundreds. And this section right here on both sides of Western is where the problems arise in the Hundreds, where you have the blocks and the UGs beefing with these 111s and 11-5s. So Western and Imperial is where the Rolling Hundreds divide. But we're going to speak on the origins of the beef between the blocks and the neighborhood 111-5s as we continue the video. And then west of Van Ness from the 11-5s, you got the Watergates. They're technically a part of the Hundreds, but they hood isn't as active as they used to be. I've seen some hitters from Watergate recently, but they haven't been making a lot of noise as of late. But some key people that we see in the city from these sections, of course, from Hard Time is Snoopy Harvard. From UG, Cool Corleone, Jay Reddy, Thirsty O. From 108 Block, Tunchi, Flame Gang Uzi. And then Bino is going to be associated with the blocks, and Draco is also going to have associations over here with the blocks, which is why we see Ralphie hanging with the UGs and the blocks.
Niggas say he'll shoot it, but he ain't shot shit. Spin it back again, we ain't drop shit. Chrome heart, sweater, pay some racks for this. On the outside, get your head split.
Running through the city with a rich bitch. She ain't talking to me, I be stitch slip. I'm a maid, niggas bitch built. Just pot 2 perky, trying to sit still.
Now, at one point in time, the Raymonds were a part of the Hundreds, but they're not pushing Rolling Hundreds anymore, even though for sure they rocking with the neighborhood Crip car. They're not going to be with the Roller. Now, the key thing about the blocks is they really going to be around since the genesis of Crippin', where it said that Tookie and Raymond Washington would both make appearances over here on 113th and Dinker to kick it, which is how this street got its name, the block, with being the hangout spot for a lot of reputable members at that time in the early 70s. Now, it's said that 113 block formed in 73, 107 formed in about 74, 75. And they used to push neighborhood block Crip because of their alliance with the 111s and the 11-5s. But as the UG started to come about and things kind of was going up and down with the 111s and 11-5s, the blocks gravitated more towards the UGs across Dinker. But it's also said that the UGs was one of the biggest hoods on the west side, going all the way up to Florence and Normandy. Now, we know this is A-Tray Gangsta Crip territory now, but the UGs at that time were basically as big as the A-Trays are now, stretching 30, 40 blocks on the west side over here. But now, like we said, the UGs are really confined from 103rd to 108th between Dinker and Normandy. But all these hoods over here are extremely active. That's one thing you got to understand, no matter the size of this territory. Now, something else we've been seeing with the block Crip name is a new hood that potentially could be forming called Backdoor Everything Block Crip.
Niggas speaking on my block, but they spinning shit. Back door, I'm with the same niggas who I'm in it with. Niggas weird, get the fuck from around me on pretending shit. I catch the body broad day, yeah, innocent, yeah. Free my niggas since little kids, we been killing shit.
Now, it says that this hood is over here in Hawthorne between Rosecrans and 136. But I've been over there and everything seems to still be Hawthorne Lil Watts hood. I don't see any concrete evidence that a block crib set is over here. But nonetheless, these dudes are repping it. You got some rappers that's coming out of here, Asian Man, J Bell, Baby 8, Lil E, and these dudes have said to have been sanctioned by the Hunters and the 30s. And you can see the influence coming out of the Hunters by adding this block crib name on it. Now, I don't know if this situation gonna last. I've seen a couple of these members are from other sets. One of them being Venice Showline Crib. Now, the thing with Venice Showline and a few other hoods throughout the city, the Showline hood is kind of ducked off. So the membership with Showlines is really homegrown. Like, you're not just finna find your way randomly at Oakwood Park. So with that being said, they one of them hoods that got like a militant movement about themselves. So I don't really see them getting behind having their young homies pushing another hood, especially block crib. Now, one thing the Showlines push the dudes, they push the Far West, but they're the furthest thing from neighborhood cribs. So I can honestly see them shutting that down in their section with some dudes trying to claim BDE that's already been put on the Showline. I can see that causing friction in this area. Now, the thing is, the 30s is cool with Showline. And like I said, some members from Backdoor Everything are said to be from Harlem as well. So, you know, this could be like a little click phase that dudes is going through the block crip on it because they hanging in the Hunters too. I can't say for sure that BDE is going to take off and be another block crip set in the city, especially on the west side, because there's a lot of implications that come with that. And even though block crip is a neighborhood, they rolling with the old car and they pretty much is rolling with the neighborhoods, even though, like I said, they're a part of the only active neighborhood on neighborhood crip beef in the city. And another hood that we've seen kind of pop up in recent years over here in this Westmont area is Pimptown. So Pimptown is not really a part of the Hunters, but they are going to be close with the blocks. But we've seen Pimptown really rep a lot of different stuff. We've seen Pimptown with the gangster crip on the end. We've seen it with neighborhood block crip. But Pimptown is going to be over here by the 11 Deuce Hoovers, just north of the Raymonds and west of the Denver Lanes. They're also a new set, but they are going to be tied in with the blocks regardless. I would say Pimptown has a lot more room for growth compared to BDE, especially when it comes to this block crip. And territory-wise, I'm pretty sure if BD was to fully set up shop and get cracking in Hawthorne, not only would they be beefing with the shotguns, they would also be beefing heavily with Hawthorne Lil Watts, which would probably drag the other blocks and the other Hunters down to Hawthorne to take part in that war as well. And really right now they on their own island, you know what I'm saying? They're not gonna rock with any of the gangster crips, 11-8, Mad Ass Gangsters, or Hawthorne Thug Family. And with Pimptown being right next to the blocks in the Hunters, I think they will be able to thrive and benefit more when it comes to beef. But one thing that turned the world on to the Hunters, especially UG and Block, was 100 Days, 100 Nights in 2015.
Never shot a gun, so little dude can't pop me. Thirsty in the field, we be sliding with Rockies. Lil' Brody got hit up in his face, put the gang on him. Baby thirsty, on 84, she got a name on it. Brody get the chip when I'm from Perry, now he staying face. Brody in the field, I'm in the field, we going crazy. Let me hunt the look, it ain't no devil, he gon' spray it. Smell the cookie, run some the carpet, fire blazing.
Now, what really jumped off when KP from Block, Kenneth Peavy, was gunned down in his hood on 109th. Now, this is when they said that it started. And for everybody that's not familiar with 100 Days and 100 Nights, it was really these UGs and Blocks and the Hunters all together going at it with the Hoovers and the gangsters in a war that was supposed to last 100 nights with 100 bodies. But the key thing is 2015 alone was an extremely deadly year. And honestly, this situation started before KP was allegedly killed by the Hoovers on the 109th and Hobart. Rewinding the clock back to March 2015, the UGs was getting cracked. So on March 12th, on the 105th, the one-way, Bill Shepard, aka $100 Bill, who was a factor in this section, a reputable member, Infant Toon, Baby Hound, and other members from UG Quincy Jefferson and Cleo Steele was all on 105th when Toon and Hound pulled up and said they seen somebody by the name Cleveland Ross on Century and Hoover at the AutoZone. Now, Ross was a reputable dude from Hoover, and everybody knows Century's going to be a big street for the H-Gang. But the Hoover hoods that border this block section is going to be 107 and 11 Deuce, but the 9 Deuces is not going to be far as well. That Century and Hoover is really going to be the borderline between the 107s and the 9 Deuces. But either way, Cleveland Ross Jr. was at the AutoZone with his pops, fixing his BMW car battery. He was spotted, and these dudes hopped in the Caravan, rolled 3 cars deep down Century to this AutoZone. Now, Toon was in the whip with Jefferson, the lead car. Another member from UG named Johnny Johnson hopped into his whip with Steele, and they had another homie telling them to the AutoZone. Now, they circled the AutoZone. Jefferson said he seen Ross putting the battery in, trying to start his car. And this is when he jumps out with a 357 and shoots Ross Jr. at least 7 times. Now, it's said after this, they slid back to 105th, where surveillance cameras and cell phone towers had tapped them. But this was in March. They were still cool until June. So June 10th come around, still 2015, before KP's killed on 109th.
Oh, shit.
Where it said that 4 dudes suspected to be from Hoover was on 88th and Vermont.
Okay. Big shout outs to Rap Street News and Politics. Rap News and Street Politics. You want to see more GBO, bro, or what you want to see next? Because I'm in and out. I'm taking care of some of the other rooms, so we could do this live with him and him Beezy, them going back and forth, or we could do this. This is an interview with DC Baby Draco. It's probably better.
The most controversial, entertaining, crazy, and the most hated interview in Southern California. But I hope after this interview, you know what I'm saying?
Let me know in the comments, man. I need big flips in the chat box though. Big flips. FLIP. Big flips in the chat.
GBO Gaston. Bro, I'm from LA. GBO Gaston, man, from LA. Hater Avenue.
It's probably gonna be the last video I'm doing. I'm going on to the next one because shit, I can't be. It's already almost 2 hours.
I want to touch up a little bit on your upbringing. Did you grow up with your family, and how was it in your household? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I grew up with my family, and nobody noticed, but I got a little brother. I got one brother. I grew up in a family. It was just me, my mom, my brother. I ain't had no father figure or nothing growing up, so it was just me. So that's how I grew up, single mom, parent, house. You know how it is.
For sure. Now, before I get to the main questions, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm gonna say you entertaining for sure. And the people from up north, like the Bay Area, you know what I'm saying? They rock with you. You funny, you entertaining for sure. But what
for sure, bro. Yeah, we gonna do this one and then
dangerous.
maybe one more video about GBO.
You already know,
and then we gonna go on to the next video. We got Slim Thug. We got yo, tell me which one you want to see first. I could put them in order or whatever. I got Slim Thug.
You seem like
robbery. I got Sada Baby arrested.
Down to the people.
I got Sean Cotton for Say Cheese TV selling his weed farm to get the money before the Fed seized assets of Mo 3. I got Earl Spence Jr. putting a 100K bounty on Mo 3's head.
Chilling, bro. No, it's named Cinco, whatever. Shimba now turned Christian. He's scared of the ops.
I got Brick Baby and Loose Cannon's bail denied.
As soon as Nipsey died, the same day, bro.
Let me know.
I'm on the E-way.
I'll be back though.
Bro, call me. He like, hey, this Nipsey is gonna go viral, fool. It'll go viral. Got my live. This Nipsey, y'all know that Cinco, bro. That's when I got on the live, said what I said. He already knew. He tried to play it cool. Then he dropped the song with my shit name. Said, oh, when we catch GBO, we stripping him, but nobody know he riding around with me the whole time. We behind tent the whole time. We going live like we beefing. I'm down the street right there. Then we hop back in the car. Like, bro, this boy, bro, he played me like kind of played me in the way, low key. On that, I should have never even said none of that. I apologize for all that disrespect for Nipsey Hussle, all that.
So how old were you for the people, you know what I'm saying, so they know?
I was only 18.
And I'm going to be real. If you could do it all over again and not troll,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying, at the time, would you do things differently?
But honestly, I feel like everything happened for a reason. I don't want to say that because then I don't know what could have went on. But I feel like some things I could have went about it a different way. But niggas don't know it's really shit that's going on. Like it's really been in shootouts and shot grazed on my leg right here. Bullet right here got grazed. Like this the shootout was in my house. I put up on bro. He gave me the blick. I did what I had to do. Like what I'm saying, bro, they really get. It's not just like no, this is really getting shot. And like, bro, this shit is real life. At the end of the day, like it look cool on Instagram when niggas posting it, but don't know what go on in everyday life. They just see what I post on Instagram. That's all.
For sure. You being a man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know, you gotta understand Nipsey Hussle loved ones.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He got kids. You know what I'm saying? And they gonna grow older to watch what you did on the internet. So do you got a message to his kids?
Yeah, I apologize to Nipsey Hussle kids for the disrespect. I didn't mean that. It was some clout chasing. I was misled. So just don't take nothing I said serious. Being misled. Wasn't in the right headspace. Somebody told me to do that. A weird told me to do that. Seco told me to do that shit. He literally called me and told me to do that. I know it's not, you go jump off a bridge, I told you, but still, I'm taking responsibility. I did do that. But I did. That wasn't just my idea, though. But yeah.
For sure, bro. And I see, man, you just got out of jail, man.
Yeah. I did, actually. And we still fighting cases, too. That was the only case, either. This one just came out, only did 3 months.
And did you have any problems up in there?
Nah, they show me love in there, actually. All the COs, yeah. All the COs, lady COs coming up to me, asked what's my Instagram. Everything was on me, just giving me free snacks, everything. Oh, yeah, I had a couple faces in there, though. As soon as I hit the county, I had a couple faces.
Who you had some phase with?
It was from Big Sad Hood.
Oh, they was what they was tripping? Why they was tripping?
Just Instagram. I was just in Big Sad Hood before the, Big Sad paperwork, whatever. I don't know. Just got paperwork on his name, whatever. But
I know I ain't gonna lie. I was seeing that.
Yeah.
Do you think, like honestly, that he told?
Yeah, he told, bro. You see my investigation room, bro. I'm in the room. Mariah Carey's not saying shit, bro. I'm laughing at the cops, everything. If you in the investigation room saying any type of info, you're a rat, bro. You got paperwork. What Dirk said, you got paperwork. Don't shake no hand with me. Yes, he got paper. Yes, he's in the room ratting. Yes, there's no his music cool, but you're a rat. Yes, he's a snitch. There's no type of he didn't. His music hard. We go still play it. He didn't rat. No, he ratted. It is what it is.
For sure. And you had mentioned something about the Mariah Carey situation, the burglary. You went down for that?
I did.
Wow. So that wasn't clickbait on the internet.
No, it was a real Mariah Carey house in Beverly Hills. Yes, bro. It was a real burglary, bro. That's really happened. That's really happened. We was up in the hills. Helicopter came over. We hid overnight. Nigga, they didn't find us. They never found us. We got arrested for like 9 months later. They came. We had warrants. Had to bail out. Shit. I ended up getting time served for that. Only probation. I had a good lawyer. I paid my lawyer like 12 bands. Charles Kelly Kilgore. Paid bro 12 bands. He got me probation for that. That's how I beat it.
Okay. And who are you actually cool with in LA as far as like the gangs?
I'm cool with Treyway from Lewis. Cool with P4K from BPS. I'm cool with mostly it's on North Long Beach, Lakewood area. I got no problem with nobody from the neighborhood doing that.
Okay. So you
most
let
of my
that
beef is at Long Beach or like the bounty hunters like that.
So the neighborhood card ain't no beef.
No.
Okay.
But niggas hop, bro. I'm not upset. If it's get on me, it is what it is. At the end of the day, I'm not just saying, it's no beef. Like I'm scared. It's not that. But if they get on me, it is what it is.
Yeah, you gonna protect yourself. Yeah, that's respectable. Now, what's up with that 5-bear rollie? Where that book at?
Bro, that's it. We been got APs, Cartiers, all that. We been got all that, bro. 5-bear rollie. I remember I was saying that like in 2020. That's like 4 or 5 years old. I don't know what happened to that watch. I remember that shit going viral around the time Block Boy when Block. I know y'all remember Block Boy that died after he did what he did to the Red Benz. He ended up getting smoked in Lakewood. I mean, it's what it is. That was a month after that too. Died in Lakewood.
Yeah, that was crazy, bro. So explain that beef, because I thought so. Y'all was never cool.
I never do, bro, at all. I wake up in my hood. tagged takers on the signs. I'm like, who is this weird ass? So I start looking for bro. He pull up on my street. I got blower out, everything. He just driving up and down. Nigga scared. He driving off it. Bro, that's never really about no smoke at all. He was just cloud chasing media, bro. That's why he got smoked a month later. Literally. He got smoked a month later. He didn't last that long at all.
So y'all both did the similar type of stuff.
Yeah, but he copied me though. I started it
So
first.
you started.
Yeah, I've been doing this. Yeah, yeah. He came after me. He was copying me.
Okay. Now we finna get into like basically we're gonna break down all the little stuff that you did on the internet one by one, bro.
Right.
I just want to ask you, you know what I mean? First off, man, we gonna start off with the Brick Baby situation. What's your problem with Brick Baby,
bro?
Because that was like, I think that if I'm not mistaken, that was like your last video on your Instagram.
Baby, yeah, Brick Baby, man. Hey, bro, he don't want no smoke, bro. He's cheating my DMs, man. That's saying, trying to be cool and shit, following me, liking stories. Don't want no smoke, bro. Them just interviewers, industry. You know them industry niggas be, bro, portraying to the media. Shit is what it is. He can't even go back to his hood, so like he can't even go back to his hood. So why would I beef that? I can't even go to his hood. I'm like bullying cut at this point.
Oh God. Now I had seen you had pulled up to his hood and you did like 2 push-ups.
Yeah. Right in front of Fat Burger, I did 2 push-ups. I had blower on me. Nobody was outside as usual. Then nobody ever outside. I don't know why. I wasn't there with 6 others. I was different, bro.
Oh, so you only pulled up for Brick Baby. That's it.
No, not the 6 others. None of that shit.
Okay. All right, now what's your beef with Whack 100? I seen that little situation on the internet too. You pulled up to his house or something.
Yeah, is a bitch, bro. Whack 100 is a bitch. Listen, he posted on his Instagram, oh, you got beat up. It was a bounty hunters getting beat up by the Hoovers. A lot of people think I got beat up by the Hoovers, bro. I'm cool with the Hoovers, bro. I have a song with Treyway. If I hit the county, I'm gonna run my phase with Treyway right now, county, all platforms. I got a song with Treyway, bro. I'm cool with the Hoovers, fool. Like, it's not no smoke with the Hoovers. That was not me getting beat up in that video, bro. Whack 100 posted it, tried to smear my name, the mark, all that. And I still go to his house, his hood, anything is a mark.
Okay.
Posted that's not true, starting false medias, false narratives, all that.
And that for sure was finna be the next question for sure. Cause I ain't gonna lie, I had even posted that like a couple years ago. That was like my first daily news that went up. I'm like GBO gas being caught lacking.
Yeah, no, that was not me.
So that wasn't you.
That was not me. That was not me at all. If you really look at the video and look at my face, that's not me. I'm not even that tall. I'm tall, but not that tall. It's lanky. That was not me.
Okay.
I've never been caught lacking on camera. Like I don't think there's no video of me getting beat up on camera, shot on camera, none. Like, nah. I've never been caught lacking. I'm not saying I can't be caught lacking, but I'm saying I haven't been caught lacking.
For sure. Now we finna go to the Watts little situation. We go talk about the beef with D3. I seen you, you know what I'm saying, in the Nickerson Gardens, and you was burning the shirt. Can you explain that?
Bro, D3 was beefing with me. He ended up losing the beef, whatever, some bullshit. He ended up posting that I died or whatever. He ended up getting on live saying I died. They asked him, what happened to GBL gas? Oh, he died. That's what niggas gotta say to try to look cool, I guess, or try to like portray something. I don't know, but that is not really who he say he is. He's just a rapper. He's not. He don't have no stripes in the streets. None. There's nothing to bro at all. He never banged out with me or nothing. He never sent me no address and said, "Oh, I'm right here. We finna stay right here." He know where I live. He pulled up in Hater Ave before. He called Jabba. He knew exactly where I was at. He pulled in the back on Hater Ave and didn't do nothing. He knew what car I was in, anything. He didn't do anything at all. He just went off.
Okay. And you posted a video of you lumped up.
Bro,
what happened, bro?
Bro,
you posted that too. Didn't nobody post that but you?
I was asleep, bro. The dad stole from me. The dad came in the house, sneaked in the house, and fired on me while I was asleep. That's what happened. Nobody, that's what I'm saying. No, that wasn't a gang member, no weird shit like that. It was dad. Anyway. I ain't gonna say that name. She's not getting no clout from me.
Talk about that too.
Nah, she's not getting no clout.
For sure. Now I'm gonna say allegedly. You feel me?
Right.
But I seen something on the internet basically a viral video.
Okay.
You that somebody on live.
Okay, yeah.
What was you want to tell the people about that?
Bro, he was in Inglewood. He was getting a haircut. He told me pull up. I guess he thought I wasn't gonna do nothing, so I pulled up, did what I did, and he never got get back. Still to this day, he ain't get no get back. To this day, I know where bro be at. He be skating in that part in that ring, whatever, the skating ring, whatever. That nigga's bullshit. He posts skating ring videos, TikTok videos. He's not on nothing at all. That nigga, Mr. Get Done, whatever. He's not on nothing at all. That's what I'm saying. It's portray they want smoke and then don't really want smoke, bro. After that, he blocked me. Who blocked it after you shoot at him? If I can shoot at me, I'm trying to get up. I'm not gonna block you. I'm getting up with you. I'm following you on fake page, Finsters, everything. I'm trying to get up with you. You don't like, bro. Come on, you don't want no smoke, bro. That's what I'm saying. These is bum. They just betrayed to the media. He did all that shit in the video. Oh, shot one time, he missed. Well, why you didn't get back? Well, how come he haven't tried to initiate a bang out? I shot at him. He should be trying to come at me. He haven't DM me or nothing. So I don't know. It's bump.
Man. And I'm seeing you had went to jail for robbery and a gun or something like that.
Yeah, kidnapping charge.
Yeah, you want to break down that situation?
Man, that shit was crazy, man. We had $1 million bail, bro. $1 million bail. Man, we was sick to our stomach, man. We calling in that we need a house, everything. We need a house, 15 bands. Shit was crazy, bro. Literally. Then by the grace of God, first court day, they dropped the bail down to 200. I think mine was 200. The homies was like 150. I ended up bailing out later, like 2 months. I think bro got out right there.
250.
Yeah, and then I ended up putting like $15K to get out. They put me on a smoke shot. I'm on bail right now. We still fighting that case right now. But we innocent though. We ain't do that. We innocent. But it's a big charge though. Kidnapping is a big charge under murder.
Yeah. Well, now we had touched up on it earlier about the little footage inside the interrogation room.
Yeah.
But I had seen some on the internet. They was like, they thought that you was that was like a skit or something.
Yeah.
So that was real footage though.
That's real footage. That's from my lawyer. That's real footage. That's LAX detectives interviewing me about Mariah Carey, Burglary, house, whatever, investigation. That's real footage. That's really me in the investigation room, not saying I'm a real, regardless, anybody can say, oh, I'm a goofy, I diss hoods, I do this, I do that, I clout chase. Nobody can ever say I rat it. That's the number one thing I stand on. I ain't never snitched. I ain't never rat it, no matter what. Kidnapping charges, Berkeley charges, whatever's on my murder charges, whatever on me, attempted shootings, whatever. I ain't never read it, not one time. I don't know nothing. That's the only thing between me and these. That's what I'm saying. Is tatted up and actually from a hood, and they're snitching. I'm not from nowhere. I never read it.
What's your beef with Adam 22? You pulled up to his house. Why you was tripping on him like that?
Bro, they just always talk about me on the YouTube. They want to post me, GBO Gas, and oh, did this, oh, they making me a topic on the channel, but won't give me an interview. So it's like you benefiting off mentioning me, but won't interview me. It's like you weird in a way. So I put up to his house. I put up to where bro be at. I put up everywhere. They don't want no smoke with me at all. Nigga, I remember I put up one time. I was watching the stream. Just went on stream. They're like, gas in here. They start going to the door. I'm like, what the fuck? Because really know we on something. But shit, I don't know. I would do an interview with bro, clear that up, but it is what it is.
For sure. And you already know I gotta ask, man.
But
why you beefing with Draco the Ruler?
Nah, ain't no beef with Draco.
So it was never no beef with Draco?
Hell nah, beef with the Stink Team, not Draco. I ain't never dissed Draco. It was never no beef about Draco at all. I said Stink Team. I didn't say nothing about Draco.
Okay,
Draco did scam me though. He did scam me out of 300. He did. Draco scammed me out of 300. I paid for a story repost. And he posted it for 10 seconds, took it down. I DM Cuz like, what's up with you? What's good? You posted it for 10 seconds, get a reply. All right, I gave Cuz like a couple hours. I posted it on my page. Then he went to DM talking about, oh, what's going on? I was asleep. Bro, how you sleep? You reply right when I posted. Then bro comment like, oh, I got, my rank in the streets. Some bush. Like, bro, you bush. I'm nobody worried about your rank in the streets. Then I commented like, bro, you're not the only one with chains and foreign whips. Cuz is mad. I don't know. Then he talking about, oh, I ain't keep it up because you did something with Nipsey. I said, okay, why you ain't sending money back? So I guess it's really need 300, I guess.
Man. And why you pulled up to Joe's Market looking for Big Sad?
for sure is that he not on nothing, bro. I could go to anybody's hood. They're not on nothing. This is real life. This is real life. None of these rappers are not. They're not. Just they rap. They're not really in the hood. They're not doing none of that. That's the industry. In this real life, real LA streets, just know what's really going on. They're popping it in the music, but it's not like that. So clearly, if I could go to their hood and do whatever, they're not out in their hood. Where are they at?
I didn't see you got baptized, man. So you trying to tell me, man, you a changed man?
I'm not gonna say I'm a changed man, but I'm trying. I'm making a change every day. I did get baptized. Yeah, I did. I'm making a change every day. Yeah. It's a process. It's not just a switch. If you could wake up new the next day, it's faking. Nobody can just make a change, wake up next day. Oh, no, it's a process. It's over time. It's a build up. So yeah, that's something I'm working on personally.
And what's some good things that people should know about GBO Gaston?
Some good things.
Yeah, without the trolling stuff. Like, what's some things you do in your personal life, on your personal time? Like,
people probably don't know all the music I ever dropped is all I ever recorded by myself. I mixed every song. I recorded myself.
Oh, so you engineer?
Yeah, I engineer my own music. I mix and master everything, recorded by myself, everything. All the music song with Jabba, song with Treyway, song with P4K. Yeah, all that shit. Slauson, all that shit. I made it myself. That shit, now we finna turn the streets up this year. It's finna get crazy. It's a war in the city right now. It's dissing the homies, just putting the dead homies in songs. Just know we coming for you. Didn't want to hop in DMs in Peachtree? Yeah, okay. Let's go see about you. We know exactly who it is. Gavio, the 10th and Gav. We gonna be over there. We gonna pay you a visit, little bro. I mean,
you popping it, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Serious. We gonna pay little bro a visit for that.
And we got real proof.
Yeah.
Copping
Peachtree and dead. Peachtree.
Calling on FaceTime, 45-minute calls and all that.
Trying to be cool with us and all that. Go tag up the hood. Then you stand in the car. You're not even really hopping out like how I really hop out. Nigga, I hopped out with the walker, walking in the middle of the street in your hood. I'm in the middle of the street. I'm in your hood, in the middle of the street, bro. Walking like I'm walking in the middle of the street in your hood, bro. Like you're in the car just doing this. Like you're bunk, fool. That's what I'm saying. It's bunk. They try to be something they're not. Like, bro, why you didn't get out the car? It's 2-3 a.m. You pulling up at 3 a.m. Why you didn't get out the car? And then we hit their hood the exact next day. After they posted, they hit the hood. We hit their hood next day on 10th and Gav. And where they at? Wasn't outside as usual. And if they was, they would have got stretched. So.
You a good GBO Gaston. Hey, no, for real.
Bro, I just what?
Nah, you a good nigga, bro. I don't want to see you dead, bro, for no clout, bro.
Bro, nah, that ain't.
Because you really is solid, though, bro. I'm gonna keep it solid. Like, I know baggers and I know gooders, bro. You a good one, bro. Oh, mamas, bro. You funny as. Your hairline.
Bro, the barber flipped my shit.
No, I'm just with you. I'm over here trolling, bro.
The barber flipped my shit up a little bit. It's cool though. I'm gonna get it fixed. My real barber out of town right now. Shout out Jermaine, 50 cut, bro.
For sure, bro. I want you to stay safe, man. Keep your head on the swivel, brother.
Yeah, I'm staying safe, but this year I'm up in the beef. Right? So, Licks every day, every time.
But I thought you didn't change.
Yeah, I did change, but the beef is active. It's hard to change. We riding through the city, it's still beef. With S Money. They know S Money, Silas Jackson. The nigga got shot and can't walk.
Okay. I make videos.
Silas Jackson.
Share money.
The nigga that share money, most night chains. Baby Mama Vince, Chris McCarra, yes. Beefing with Silas, beefing with a bunch. Is what it is. Big Sad, nigga the rat.
Hey, you said. So how did the fades go up in here? You said you ran. You said you ran it with Big Sad homies. Tell me how that go, bro.
Bro, I ain't gonna lie. When I hit the county, bro, they was on me. They was like, "Oh, you GBO." I had to run my fades. I had a couple fades to run. They was on me heavy.
So they was all from Big Sad Hood?
Nah, it was one from Big Sad Hood, a couple neighborhood. It was a couple from just every different hood, like just brand new. I guess they just want to fight. Got popping it.
I guess they just want to fight.
I don't know. It's just jail. They see it popping. I guess they just want to fight. But I ain't get ran through or nothing like that. I did my phase in the shower area.
Probably around like 3, go to chow, run more. Probably next day, wake up.
So you didn't turn nothing down and you was mainline.
No,
So you didn't go PC or nothing.
No, never went PC.
All right, we got a
They
couple more
put
minutes
my
left of
name
this
if I was
video,
PC.
y'all.
It do be PC for 10 Crips. But nah,
And
I'm
you
not
said
doing
which one
10
did you
Crips
want, bro? You wanted
or
to do the
PC.
next one. You
I
wanted
never
to do
been
the
touching
Slim
custody,
Thug, the Sada
whatever.
Baby,
And I
Sean
never ratted.
Cotton,
The only thing I've never
the
ratted.
Mo
Anybody
3
can
and
say anything
Earl
about me, but I
Spence
never
Jr.
ratted. I
or the
stand on
Brick
that.
Baby and Loose
I
Cannon.
never
Which one?
snitched,
Y'all
never
let me
cased,
know
nothing.
in the comments. I
No
need
matter
big
what the
flips in the
charge.
comments.
The feds can say I murdered the blind.
Big flips in the chat, man. I'll be back.
Nothing. That wasn't me.
Shout out to
Oh
DC
yeah,
Baby Draco though.
I had seen something on the internet, like you used to do Minecraft or something.
Yeah, bro, that was when I was a kid. I used to play. Yeah, I
Hey,
used to
my
play
nigga had the
Minecraft.
high top, gold high top up.
Yeah, I was famous on Minecraft. I was Zooey, whatever, Zooey, ZUIY. I was famous for that. I got famous off of that. That's when I was first popping. I was in Minecraft doing YouTube videos, whatever. That shit was cool. That was when I was a kid though, like 15, 14. That was nothing. I haven't played that shit since I was a kid.
And do you got any new music coming?
I got new music coming. Even though I've been recording this whole time, I got a bunch of unreleased everything. I got unreleased. I've been recording this whole time. I got this track coming in. Sorry, it's not even named that. That's just it right now. It's unreleased still. But play it real quick. Let me show you. It's a LA beat.
Oh, spaz on some shit like that.
Fuck silence, sitting all the day, homies. Fuck faux bang, hey yo, dead auntie. Nigga, break it up to bar, you never shot nothing. Say
Videos, whatever. That shit was cool. That was when I was a kid though, like 15, 14. That was nothing. I haven't played that shit since I was a kid.
And do you got any new music coming?
I got new music coming. Even though I've been recording this whole time, I got a bunch of unreleased everything. I got unreleased. I've been recording this whole time. I got this track coming in. Sorry, it's not even named that. That's just it right now. It's unreleased still. But play it real quick. Let me show you. It's a LA beat.
What do you say though? I hear what you said.
fuck silence, sitting all the day, homies. Fuck faux bang, hey yo, dead auntie. Nigga, break it up to bar, you never shot nothing. Same bitch, your baby mama got me stopped. We on 10th Street looking for niggas, they not here, they pretenders. Back to back bitch, I left it, I cracked the fender.
Praying for sure.
I mean, I've been recording on LA beats. I'm finna come crazy. I just don't know. When I drop, it's over with. Just a year, I'm blowing up. It's over with. I feel like I got one of the best LA music. Like, not even on no cocky saying, like, how it sound, just the production. I feel like I got one of the best music in the city.
You still here, shorty?
Pick with a Corvette, bro. Is that a rental?
Nah, it's not a rental. It's not a rental at all. I pink slipped it. That shit was 56 bands.
Okay.
I think it's the rental, but it's not. I ended up selling it though. I got a Benz after that. The E-Class, the blue one.
For sure. And have you ever got caught lacking?
I've never been caught lacking. Like, the ops will pull up on me, record. Oh, camera GBO right here. But why are you just recording? Like, what? You see me and just record it? You're bunk, fool. I don't know. So I ain't never been caught lacking. I've been in shootouts. Like I showed you my scar right there from I got grades. But no, I ain't never been caught lacking. No.
For sure. And I seen you had a song with Jabba Lope.
Yeah.
And I seen controversy about y'all beefing after the song came out. Can you break that down for the fans?
Yeah, I'm gonna break that down. So me and Jabba, don't know. I know Jabba through AB. ABZ from Brick Boys. Jabba's Brick Boy Crip. We got connected. It was I think I paid bro like $1,200 for the feature. I went to the studio. I was with my cameraman. We shot the video. We did the feature in the studio. Shot the video. Everything was cool. Whatever. Then when I was about to post it, I guess the song name was Lawson, but when I was about to post it, I guess he was in jail. He didn't know I did Nipsey and all the other stuff. He seen that. He was like, "Oh, what's this?" Blah blah. So he told me to put RP Nipsey in the beginning of the video. So I ended up doing that. I posted the snippet. Then bro like commented saying my verse is harder or whatever, saying his wasn't as good or whatever. Then he said I was deleting the comments and just having my comments up. I wasn't though. But anyway, after that, I guess that's what started the beef
or whatever. Then bro told me basically like take the song down. I said, bro, I paid you. I'm not taking it down. Like what are you talking about? I'm not taking it down. So that happened. Then basically bro didn't post it. He was supposed to post it. He never posted it. So I feel like bro was hating at that point. But we cool now. I talked to him in jail. He in jail right now. He finna get out. But then that's when that video of me in the alley came because I was with AB. We put up in the alley. Jabba was there. We chopping it up, and yeah, that's that.
So that Jabba Loke and GBO gas and that beef, that it ain't no beef.
Nah, ain't no beef.
So that shit. So everybody can kill that.
Yeah, it's kill that. It's straight. I'm cool with the bricks. I'm cool with all the bricks. North Long Beach, just know.
For sure, man.
Me. VM1, Atlantic Ave, Hothead, AB, Pac-Man, Baby K Birthday, Baby Hothead, all the Tiny Lokes, all that.
For sure, bro.
We got like 6 minutes left. I'm gonna be back, y'all, and then I'm
I see you
end
with
this and go to the next video, Jerk.
You know what I'm saying?
Lady Jap,
Lady Jap. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Y'all used to mess around.
Yeah, we used to talk.
Can you break that down to the fans, man?
Bro, that's a weirdo, bro. She I was with her. This is when she first came out of jail. Before she was a 304. That was a prostitute on Now That's TV, all that 304, but before when she first came out, she was banging Hoover. She was from Five Deuce, whatever. She was banging Hoover. Put up on her. I was going with her. This one I had the vet. I put up in the vet, had chains on, all that. Money on me, all that. I was shooting a music video. She was in the music video. Nigga, I guess, whatever, blah, blah. We leave from the studio I was at, from shooting the music video. We pull up to Bossa Nova. I parked the vet outside Bossa Nova. I get out the car, all my chains on, but I put one of the chain in the little console. I'm with him, Brewski Raw. He from Bounty Hunters. Now look, we get out the car. He like, oh, bro, give me the blick. I'm a bust. He like, bro, give me the blick. I'm a bust. You can trust me. I'm like, all right, whatever. Gave me the blick. We get out the car. I go in there. I pay for the food. We getting out. This nigga's in the middle of the street with blower. Nowhere around me. What the are you doing with the blower? So I'm walking to the vet. Bro, the sweet Japanese I look behind me, the sweet Japanese is nowhere to be found. I'm like, what the? I just seen her because I just paid for the food. So I'm walking to the car. As soon as I'm at the door, red BMW pull up. I with blowers. I start breaking off. I'm like, what the? Start getting on. I was high, got tripped. They ended up booking me. But it was after I set it up. Sweet Japanese. It was
so Sweet Jap from Hoover set you up?
Yep, Sweet Jap from Hoover set me up. It was the Bounty Hunters. That's why she was wearing that gold Cuban link, whatever. Yeah, the Cuban link she got, that jewelry, whatever, that shit was mine. She was wearing that. I was posting that. My shit. She set me up. Yeah.
Hold on. And you said a key pointer.
Yeah.
You said it was a bounty hunter.
Yeah, bounty hunters. That's why I ended up going to D3 Hood because of that. When I knew it was bounty hunters, all right, bet. I got smoked with the bounty hunters. So I put over there where they be at, did that, dropped my blower in the hood. When I did that video, my blower in your hood. All that was when that happened. That's because of that. That set me up. Was a 3 or 4 for them.
Why you saying hella sad, brother?
That's what cause I mean, bro, that is what if she chose that life. She wouldn't be a whole 3 or 4. That's on her. I know her before she was doing that though.
Straight up. So for the people out there, you didn't just wake up one day and was like, I'm finna troll the bounty hunters.
No.
It's a reason. It was a reason behind
everything. It's a reason behind everything. It's a backstory behind everything. I'm not waking up. Oh, who can I diss? No, booked me. Just set me up. So I went over there tripping with blower. I'm tripping. Yeah, I'm still tripping.
Straight up, bro. That's crazy. Sweet Jap, man.
Lady Jap. Now she's 3 or 4 now.
So I never even knew that happened. I don't think nobody knew that happened.
Nah, that's the first. This is the breaking news. Nobody knew I ever got set up. Boss knew about Lady Jap. Nah, nobody know this.
Wow. Cause look, I had seen y'all on like a live stream. I think I had posted a live stream with you, Nino, AOF Nino, and Sweet Jap, and it was somebody else.
Yeah, I remember.
And y'all was cool. So that was before. That was before.
That was after.
That was after.
I was playing it cool. That was after.
Wow.
I was playing it cool. That was after though.
So you was playing it cool.
I didn't know who it was at first. I didn't know what happened at first.
Damn, bro. That's crazy.
Until I seen her wearing the chain, then that's when I started adding two together. And then I booked it with that nowhere to be found. That like after we got robbed, bro said, "Oh, they took the blower." In a booking, bro, he falling on the floor. And I put up to bro house. Oh, let me buy some trips. He come out the house. Lil AB in the back. He up blower. Yeah,
and people want to know, man, what's your relationship with Treyway?
Oh yeah, Treyway. I've been cool with Treyway for the longest.
We got a song together. We did a song before he went to jail. We was beefing. We was both beefing with Block Boy, actually. That's how I first met him, because he was beefing with Block Boy. I went on their live. To me, that's how I got tapped in with the Hoover. That's actually how I met Sweet Japanese. And because I know somebody from Hoover is named Sharky. He from over there. He reputable from over there. I went to middle school with Sharky, so that's how I got connected to them. Sharky was like basically plugged me with Sweet Japanese, whatever. And Treyway. That's how I got the song with Treyway too. Follow me, everything. He just called me from jail. He said he finna get out soon too. Yeah, with Treyway, free Treyway.
And what's your relationship with R3 the Chili Man?
Oh yeah, R3 music. He hard. I know him through ABZ. ABZ connected me through R3. We had went to one of his shows in the city. Tapped in with him through that, and we've been cool.
And what's your relationship with ABZ?
ABZ, that's my brother. I met him through Cinco. I met him through Cinco a couple years ago. That's how I got the song with Jabba too. He connected me to Jabba. I met Jabba through ABZ. That's when I get money together. He helped me in the streets.
For sure. And I noticed, bruh, ever since you've been around ABZ, man, you ain't been doing no dissing. Is he a part of why you stopped dissing?
Yeah, he's a part of why I stopped dissing, because you gotta think about it. Get CB hanging with him. He game bang. He from 52nd Street. He got a rep to maintain, politics, whole bunch of this. I'm dissing, he cool with. So it's a thin line of what I could do and what's around me it's cool with. So yeah, I gotta think about everything. It's not just me.
And is he a part of the reason why you stopped dissing the neighborhoods?
Yeah. That's the reason.
Okay.
That's the reason why. Cause they was calling, bro. Did start acting weird towards them. Okay, he pull up with their CB. Yeah, like that. So yeah, that's part of the reason. Yeah.
If the feds would have known, man, is you from Lakewood or you from Long Beach?
I'm from Lakewood, but Lakewood is 5 minutes from Northside Long Beach. But I'm from Hater Avenue and Del Amo, Lakewood Manor Apartments, all that. Hater Ave Minutes, Hater Ave Crips, all that over there. I'm over Hater Ave. No Hater Ave. It's a dangerous street.
For sure. And the stuff that you be doing is demonic. Do you believe in God, brother?
Yes, man. I believe in God. I love God.
But are you sure?
Yes, man. I don't think this is demonic, because at the end of the day, this is the internet. All this is all just the act. It's all just a video.
But like, you could have gave this interview to anybody.
Yeah, on me.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, a lot has been asking me for interviews. On God, I just ain't do it. But I seen you been with me, and then you know AB, so it was only right.
And then Munchie B, like this nigga, Munchie B Munchie B blew this shit up, and now nigga everybody see, like everybody all over the metaverse, nigga, like this shit gonna go super viral, bro.
What's the big old deal? It's the dark side of Richard Hart. You know what I'm saying? We on street TV.
The Munchie B Inglewood families. We at Darby Park, 3400. Yup, the harder to say. This
Munchie B Inglewood family gangs. It's nigga Munchie B in the building. Hey, what's the big old deal? Mars Over Money back again on the Richard Hart _TV YouTube channel, man. I told y'all I was gonna come consistent, and here we go again.
Niggas looking for me when you shoot it, but I miss. Don't associate myself, listen. Them niggas bitch, flip it all till it's gone. Gotta stack it up. I put the hood on my back till my shoulders hurt. Them niggas knowing what I do, bitch, I go to work. Homicide the rivals, bet the K to make your body hurt. Long live the truth, free the gang, shit not adding up. Disrespect the WAP, it's 20,000, they gon' talk him up. All I know is murder, gang beef till it's over with. He got caught slipping with that switch, made his body flip. All I know is murder, gang beef until it's over with. He got caught slipping with that switch, made his body flip.
Fucking nigga mean, I'm talking 40s in the 8th grade. They slid through, I slid back like Santa Slate. Grab the booth, let me show you how to gang bang. That ain't ring bells from the set past the Denver lane. Walk him down, leave his carpet red like the VMA. Speaking on the lokes, niggas jokes, work the Damon Wayne. Shot me in the head, I bounce back. Hey, mic check, morals over money, people. I repeat, it's morals over money on the Richard Hart _TV YouTube channel. And we back again. It's been a eventful month. It's Black History Month, but all throughout this month, it's been BS. You know what I'm saying? So we gonna try to tone that down. We got to try to tone that down, man, because that ain't straight. And I don't really want my channel to be based on all the drama and rebuttals to, you know what I'm saying, some dumb ish somebody then said, you know what I'm saying? So I keep saying it like a broken record. I'm gonna get back to some real content, you know what I mean? Been hollering at damn homie as of recently, me and her go get something in. You know what I mean? Shout out Psycho J, man. Free him. We go get something in. We'll get some true real content going. But sheesh. Not before I knock this out. Okay. You know, it's the season of the sale. Everybody got the stories right there from their jail cell. They going back down memory lane. They calling out the busters, the gees, the marks, the snitches, and they making it public. You know what I'm saying? And shit, if you locked up and you get into the chili by doing this content thing, they ain't on me to hate on that at all, right? But shit, when these stories getting told, I'm like, and for one, I would love for the person to actually been there. 2, for it to be true. And if you got a fuzzy memory about it, wait till you collect all the facts, you know what I'm saying? Otherwise, it's gonna be people trying to dispute your story. It's gonna start drama. You know what I'm saying? But it's a story in particular I ain't feeling. You know what I mean? Shout out hoes. Go like and subscribe to them. But it's one. Let me see. It's been 1, 2. I think it's been 2 stories about one of my homies from my community. Now this is number 3. I ain't say nothing about 1 and 2. I just ain't jumping out the window for anything. But when I know something completely is outlandish, I gotta say something. You know what I'm saying? So we gonna kick it off with this, man. And hopefully this gonna be the last little wop, and then get back to the regular podcasting thing. I didn't hop on the internet to politic and gang bang. You know what I'm saying? We could talk that when we trying to get some facts or some history straight or things like that. But you know, the bickering I ain't really trying to do. But I'm gonna run this real quick and I'm gonna let it play all the way through. Cause you gotta hear outlandish this sound. All right, run it.
You still in here, yo?
The club, you know, shit, we in the set, so it's like we ain't gotta really be in the club. Ain't no police really finna come kick us out the shit because it's the homie thing. He paid for this building. Bye. We got it. It's on. So this is where everything go bad when people spill out the club. Ain't no, you know what I'm saying? So we out there and you got the 2 homies always be in Lady Brown's face. I'm like, God, like, you know what I'm saying? So why these 2 dudes.
Anybody still in here? Whoever's in here, I'm going to the next video, y'all. You gonna be up out of here.
Look at my videos out there. You shouldn't have did it. You gotta baby that.
We gonna be going to the next video, y'all. You about to be out of here. So let me know who's following me to the next video, man. Shorty, let me know, man. I'm about to be out of here. Peace.